Welcome, guys.
I can be back.
I don't even know what this campaign is called. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
I took it here.
Alright, I don't even know what to call this campaign. I mean, the band has
Vanguard
broken up.
Campaign Chapter 2.
The furries, the scalies, and the two
That's
balls.
the thing, though. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
But the Vanguard's Revelry is no more. Sad times, but that is our reality. So, the group split. You guys are currently under the designation EJJO. But you should decide a group name by the end of the session, so I don't have to worry about the naming conventions and all that bullshit. But, session 1 for us. And we got a new player, Oliver. We did a one-shot with him yesterday. And I know, you guys have already all introduced yourselves, so we don't need to do too much more. Last, Ralrut, Ethel, and Bramgrim. Last, we left off with your characters. The three of you had just gotten out of the, really big fight, in, I believe, Silberan, or Erlaskar. It was Erlaskar. You guys had fended off a demonic invasion, led by Catrera, seemingly an agent of the Lords of Dust. Quite the battle you guys had endured, and that was after you guys had to fight Ethel, after she had been driven mad by the Crimson Crystal. It's been a long couple days for you guys. Absolutely. Until, you have a question, Juan? Why you raise your hand?
Sorry. Alright, I forgot. So after Ethel went mad...
Okay, Ethel went mad.
Okay, Ethel went mad, and then before that, General Shepherd battle, right?
Yeah. So before
and
that...
before that was the Magic Steed battle, right?
No, the Magic Steed battle happened last, I believe. I think it was Shepherd battle, Ethel battle, then... actually, no, Ethel battle was last, right? Yeah. I think it was Shepherd battle, invasion, and then, no, fuck. Yeah, Shepherd battle.
Because didn't the bitch try and chase down Ethel to steal the crystal?
Yeah, it was Shepherd battle, invasion, then Ethel battle. And then you guys woke up in the middle of the night after resting, after having to fight off Ethel and various other party members being driven mad by the Crimson Crystal.
We were on watch, and
yeah, until eventually you guys realized that Bramgrim, now turned into the core of the Dawn Slicer, was able to take the Crimson Crystal and hold on to it without being corrupted by its ancient magic. During your watch, you guys witnessed what seemed to be some sort of time anomaly, ripping through time and space. Koros Lanyar, Abalaba's old mentor in Dunamantic.
who totally is an Abalaba in some sort of weird dimension that he didn't. Okay.
So Koros Lanyar stepped out of a time rift, and pretty much spoke with you guys, and had a little bit of a discussion with you guys about potentially trading spells with Abalaba to try to bring back together the craft of Dunamancy, pulling together Chronomancy and Graviturgy. The decision with that trade is unknown to you guys, as after resting on the idea and conversing with Koros that night, you guys were awoken to a Vanguard message. You receiving a message from the Vanguard, Bramgrim. It was along the lines of you being needed back home, desperately. That while the mission you are currently on was very important, other Vanguard squadrons would be sent off to finish dealing with the Eldine Plague, and that the Vanguard's Revelry would be needed back at home, as Auric Vaminor, the leader of the Vanguard, was rethinking his strategy in regards to your group. So, the envoy also told you guys that essentially just to sit in place, and soon enough, you would have somebody to come pick you up. And in less than a couple hours, you were picked up by not somebody you had known before, just somebody from the one of the other Vanguard ranks, potentially one of the other newer teachers you don't actually recognize. Took you through by teleportation circle, seemingly having teleported to you guys, and through teleportation circle took you back to the Vanguard HQ, where Eliza's grabbing things off her pegboard, where it seems some sort of event for the Vanguard is going on, seemingly a new graduation. And the envoy essentially tells you guys, and almost immediately splits the Revelry in two. The three of you are taken to one end, and the other four members of the Revelry are separated. And before you are, you're all given your chance to say your goodbyes. The envoy essentially tells you guys that Auric Vaminor, because of your particular involvement in dealing with the Lords of Dust, that the group, because of its size and for the now mounting scope of this issue, would need to be split in two to fight this problem from all sides. So, and sort of just generally let you know that Revelry or Vanguard groups breaking up doesn't tend to be such a uncommon thing, but that you guys would be needing to decide a new Revelry name or a new Vanguard name soon, and that you'd get to meet Auric by the end of the day, but that in order to supplement your smaller team size compared to the usual 4 or 5 of a Vanguard squadron, you'd be getting a new member to your group, picked out by Morvarax himself, who you'd actually get to see slightly later in the day. So,
before we split up, and I know my goodbye will be to Thelgrim. All right, wait, hold up. Yeah. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna give him my what's it called? My charm, the bonfire charm, to Thelgrim as my goodbye to him.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and we'll coordinate goodbyes and everything like that. So you giving him this, I'll get his response the next time we speak with him. Or I get the chance to speak with Matt.
I'm really just throwing away the gift that Morvarax gave you. Fuck, man. Don't care about you.
Actually, that was technically that was Ralrut's last charm of his village, because it was home. But Thelgrim was his first friend and shit like that. So
that's bad, man.
All right, so mark that off your inventory.
Done.
All right. Are there any other particular goodbyes or anything like that the three of you would like with the other Revelry members?
Deuces.
Just bye. Ethel, just peace.
Yeah, I don't think anything other than just
standard.
It's been a pleasure working with you all, and we'll keep in touch, and we'll I guess we'll find some way to split the business money.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll ask a favor of them all to be like, keep on spreading the Song of Lobola wherever you travel, please.
you give them a copy of your of your paper, like hit up the SoundCloud kind of thing. Thelgrim takes it and almost like wraps it up, and he's just like, he doesn't know where to put it and just tucks it away.
He puts it in his gloves.
They will know the horrendency that was Lobola. So
he puts it in his gloves.
I'm just saying that right now.
Wait, I'm gonna go up to Thelgrin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the back.
I'm gonna grab
Holy
his
crap.
hands.
Hold on. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. What'd you
Okay.
say?
I'm gonna go up to Thelgrin and I'm gonna grab his hands, the gloves, and just be like, one day. One day. One day I will has. And then give him a kiss on the hands and then walk away. I want those gloves so
Hey, those gloves are
badly.
dope as fuck. He just looks at you a little strangely. But
And then I'm gonna give him a little compost pouch and then just leave.
okay.
To remember me. It smells like shit.
All right. Bramgrim, nothing in particular.
I don't think so.
All right.
I'll ask Abdullah not to die. Or stop going down as fast.
Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna give them each compost pouches.
Mhm.
I have a bunch right here. Bro, I'm gonna make these for real. They're gonna smell like ass.
All right. So, you guys say your goodbyes, and
Oh, yeah.
the envoy essentially tells you now.
I didn't notice
Well, Morvrax should be coming up with you shortly. I believe the other Vanguard group is going to be debriefed before all of you. And I believe he should be coming with the new recruit relatively shortly. As per the rest of the day's events, the lot of you will spend probably the next couple days here. Sort of just taking a bit of a break from the large undertaking you had gone. You will all still be paid the full amount owed to you by the Vanguard for the job, despite it being your services being cut short. And I believe later tomorrow afternoon, you all should be attending the graduation of the newest recruits for the Vanguard. Some good-looking squadrons. You'll be able to watch the tournament, which is standard. Maybe inspire some of the new folk yourselves, and sort of be honorary guests. Show the new recruits what a successful and trained Vanguard squadron is like.
Ethel's neither a trained nor gone through the graduation.
You have not gone to the graduation, but you have been. You've sort of like Bramgrim, just hastily pushed through the Vanguard, process. So you're in, but you never had to do any of these formalities.
Okay.
And same for you, Sonder.
I had
Or Sonder. You got to spar with some of the new recruits, and it just ended up with, here, I'll actually message you. I need to...
I'm gonna read them.
Are we recording, by the way? Just
We
by-
are recording now. Here, actually, yeah, Sonder, check Discord. I will message you.
Bro, Oliver, I thought you changed your name, so I was really confused. Also, Oliver, you have like a line going down the middle of your camera.
Yeah, his camera's a little busted.
Is it really? I didn't know that. Oh, but it looks fine on your monitor. It's only on my iPad.
Okay. Yeah, so actually, you got to spar with some of the new recruits, and by the end of the day, you were just in the middle of the yard having all of the recruits just charge at you single-handedly, and you in your form just battering them. They immediately knew you don't have to do the tournament. Like, you're in, essentially. And just, so you got fast
As you
tracked.
should.
Yeah, you got fast tracked through the process pretty quickly. And Morvrax had been there with you throughout the entire process. After the two of you had met, as you did, he made you the offer we had discussed, and you have been here for the past 3-4 days ish, just sort of getting acquainted. You have not met the big man himself, Auric, but
Elliot, guys, D&D.
you believe you will be hearing of him fairly soon, or meeting him pretty soon once you meet your new squadron. And so the half of the Revelry, you guys are brought into just one of the hallways to wait, and eventually you see, rounding a corner, the big armored steel form of Morvarax as he turns the corner, and right next to him, Sonder, would you like to describe what you look like?
So, my name is Sonder. I am a shifter that in a human form. I'm pretty tall, 6'5". I got a wide black-brown rim hat over my voluminous hair that's black with a white stripe going through it because I have heterochromia. I wear a black and brown, kind of tattered, long trench coat, along with a leather jerkin underneath. I've got black riding pants on, brown leather boots. I have a scarf around my face, and I've got scars all over my body. A lot of hair, a lot of scars, and yeah, it covers all the bases.
Yeah, a few things. He does have an eye patch over, I believe, his left eye, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and a big, like, clawed scratch across his face as well. And so there is a picture in the Discord of what he looks like. I believe I can just drag and drop, right? Or was that a module that got deleted? Alright, I guess that module got deleted.
I can see it.
Module L. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can drag and drop into the, like, actual forge, but I suppose not. There we go. So that is what Sonder looks like, generally.
Man, I can't wait for Ralrut to challenge him to a fight to see who's stronger.
Nah, he ain't worth it.
Damn, wait until you see my
That's character development.
That is genuinely character development. I am proud.
I was like, just you wait.
I literally see the character, I was just like, bruh.
Bruh. So as Morvarax walks up with this new recruit, all of you come face to face, and Morvarax sort of goes out to you guys, immediately just open arms, goes up to you first, Bramgrim, and just embraces you. He says,
Uncle, it's good to see you. As you can see, some things have changed over the past month or so.
And oh yeah, how about the three of you describe what you look like? Starting with, let's go least crazy to most crazy. Ralrut, you first. You're the least crazy.
Bruh. Alright, well, I am Reggie Lowsteel. Where's my alter ego? Everyone knows the infamous Reggie Lowsteel cover-up.
No.
But my real name is Ralrut Zarkner. Got a big ass scar from fighting the general of the Shepherd, and pretty much a standard Goliath with bug-like armor. I imagine Ralrut has his chitin helmet on his belt. He also has a halberd sticking from the back, and it's a halberd, but it also kind of looks like, I don't know if you ever seen Arcane, kind of look hex techy ish. More steampunk, if you ask me, but you know. Yeah. Oh, also tattoos. He has a crap ton of tattoos, kind of symmetrical with each other.
Hell yeah.
Like how you're also was one of your most defining features. It's like also he has all these tattoos over him.
I forgot about the tattoos, man. It's been a while.
Yeah. Just generally, you see shadows seem to, like, be weird around Ralrut.
Oh.
Alright, Ethel.
Okay, so Ethel. She
And
has.
can you guys hear her good?
Yep.
Are you hearing?
He's a little low, but it's okay.
Okay, I'll talk louder. Okay, Ethel.
No,
has...
we don't need that.
Okay,
We don't need
so,
louder.
Come on. Oh, I forgot about the cheese rolls.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so she has, she's got her veiny, rooty skin stuff going on, darker than usual. Looking a little pale there.
So Oliver doesn't know what that means, so describe that.
She has.
I actually remember that,
I
but
think
okay.
I've told him like 14,000 times.
Oh yeah, you know about it like Oliver, but
Yeah.
for the sake of the soft
For
reset,
the sake
describe.
of whatever. Okay, so her root thingies are a little thicker. They're a little more pronounced. She has roots growing under her skin, and they're little angies. And she's got stumps kind of on her back that are kind of torn up, I think, possibly, from being abused and used. Anyways, her eyes are... I mean, her wings. Her wings. Jesus Christ. Her eyes may be a little bloodshot, little left. She doesn't have any pupils, so yeah, but imagine. Anyways, her hair frizzy. She's a little beat up. I don't remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah, in general, she kind of looks like a kind of hobo-ish, covered in a lot of bags.
Meth addict.
Yeah.
She's got so many little sacks.
Yeah, she has a ton of composting bags all over her.
She smells like shit.
She's very dirty. Does smell absolutely terrible.
She's barefoot. She's barefoot too.
Yeah,
She's gone.
she's just all over
She's
the place.
literally a hobo, dude.
Yeah,
Think of
might as
Ethel, a woman.
You see, you see like plants growing all around her, and there's like
shit,
the
forgot about that.
weird wooden growth through her skin that you can see. You can tell she's of some kind of Aasimar angelic descent.
But she thought.
And you see like under her nails and stuff, especially with your passive perception, Sonder. You see there are like vines and leaves pushing their way out from underneath her fingernails. There's
that's Oliver's like weak spot. For
Yeah.
nails coming off.
there's
so
like
y'all can
wood
have
pushing
fun
out
with that.
between the knuckles. Like it seems like there's some strange growth in her. Yeah,
She's quirky.
she's
not like the other
quirky.
girls.
That's a word.
It's like, God.
All right. Now the weirdest, Bramgrim.
Yay!
You're probably gonna need to help me with this because it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I'm a decently large dragonborn, thinner than Morvarax, who's more of the original kind of base dragonborn, golden in color, but you can see rapidly over my body are shadowy scales. I'm in heavy Gorgon plate, kind of like metal sheets connecting into the armor. And then other than that, on my left arm, from the forearm down towards the hand is a prosthetic. Did I miss anything?
Well, you've just got a big shield and a sword on you, but other than that,
Oh, I have a shield that I never use.
you always.
Yeah, I
use
guess.
I always use it, but I never actively use it.
Yeah.
It has a
I guess
circle.
this. Other than that, the sword is a pretty big distinguishing factor.
Well, yeah, you see the sword. Actually, no. I'd assume it wouldn't be active right now.
Oh yeah, it's just a hilt.
Yeah, you just see you don't actually see a sword on him. It's just like a sword hilt on his hip.
I use my insight check.
What do you try? Like, what insight? What?
See what the hell that sword is. Handle. Hilt.
That's a more perception. Like, what is
Am I
that?
frozen?
They're both good.
Alex, everyone's frozen.
Yeah, my Discord's being super weird tonight, so I'm probably gonna be in and out of that.
Yes.
23.
You got 20. Oh, Oliver, my passive perception's gonna be better than your passive perception.
Isn't mine like 15?
Mine's
It's not a competition.
It is.
This is super weird. Give me a second, guys. Discord is closed, but I can still hear you, but I can't see you.
Joey?
If Discord's like closed, go into your taskbar in the.
That's what I've been doing. Oh, and they're gone now.
Is the recording working?
Yeah, it's working. It's just weird. This will probably be happening a lot, so it's fine. We'll deal with it.
Yeah, you might have multiple instances running at once. Or,
That's probably something.
it could even it could be into the like streamer recording mode because OBS is active.
All right, something like that. Yeah.
How do you do that?
So there.
Where it only shows.
All right, there we go.
The 3 dots, Eliza, you can uncheck show non-video participants.
Oh, I'm on a tablet.
Yeah, she's on the tablet. We'll figure that out later.
That's fine. I'm just
But for
gonna
now, Sonder, what'd you get for your perception? Fucking
23.
23? Yeah. Okay. Looking at it, it looks like some sort of a shiny silver handle, but you notice almost where a blade would be. There isn't one. It seems like perfectly cut off, like there's no blade at all. It's strange. But there's some sort of dark... The shadows underneath, like where the blade would be, are slightly just moving by themselves. And the color and just like movement of the shadow is very, very similar to the dark, shadowy scales Bramgrim has like scattered around his body.
Awesome. It's cool.
I'll remember how it comes in one day.
Alright. Okay, so Morvrak sort of looks you up and down and says, the things that happen to us while we are out on the field doing good work.
Yes, I fear that this is gonna delay my return home slightly longer.
Yes, well. And you see he sort of looks around a little bit. And the crystal.
I have it on my person.
Alright, well.
On your person?
Let cooler heads prevail. Everything should be alright. And he looks at you when he says that, Ralrut. And he just kind of embraces all of you and just says, and he goes up to you, Ralrut. The last time you guys had been together, things were a little tense. You had just sort of gotten over an argument. And he just goes over to embrace you. Are you accepting it?
Is it all of us? Or
You're
just him?
muted, Juan. You.
Alex, is it all of us or just
Muted.
Robert?
Yeah, I guess so then, huh?
Yeah, he like pulls you in, gives you a big meaty hug. You see, he's in his usual armor. And you see he looks like a little dirty, almost like not necessarily like he's been doing in some hard work, but maybe he was just outside, possibly training some of the recruits, so he's in his armor. And Ethel, he goes over to you to shake your hand and just takes it and shakes it.
Leaves fall on him.
Yeah, and just
One of my
in
nails
general,
falls
Sonder,
off.
you get the, just like looking up and down at Ethel, you sort of get, you're almost sort of reminded of yourself a bit, just with how unpersonable she is. But you can also, I'll say, make an insight check.
17.
You almost immediately grasp there is some like genuine mental instability there. Yeah.
She has ADHD!
Yeah. But there is some genuine, like, something's going on there. She doesn't seem to be tippy top at the very least.
Has drool coming out of the corner of her mouth. It's like,
I forgot to mention, there's a big divot just in her skull. Just
There's a peanut sticking out.
You just happen to hear the flat line of a telephone.
He's talking to me and I'm like, no.
She just stops breathing for a good 30 seconds and just
into the compost and starts fucking eating
has
the
sleep
compost.
apnea, but awake.
yeah, just And then just comes to, like, yeah.
Oh, she's reached her true vegetable form.
she's
Looks like she's recently had a stroke. Half her face is just.
She's fully transformed into vegetable. Physically and mentally.
Bro, you know something dope? When I
All
had
right.
my little terrariums, I could talk to them during my...
Jesus. Fucking Morvrax looks over to all of you and just says, well, there isn't much for us to do around here. Just generally, the town is bustling. You have the day free. Auric should be talking with you sometime tomorrow during the ceremony, but you have the Vanguard quarters here if you'd like, although I'd assume if you want some more nice, more comfortable accommodations, you'd probably want to get something off in town. But, unless you need me for anything, I've still got some recruits to kick into shape. And he's
So
sort of just...
you said Auric is gonna be meeting with us
Yes.
soon? Okay.
I thought we were gonna break in the recruits. Us three.
That can be tomorrow.
Why do you want to beat the
if you'd
shit out of
like.
all the recruits?
Ethel wants to...
Hey, listen.
But-
All right, I
You
want
did it last time too.
We literally have a guy in a trench coat and a hat.
And you see Morvrax just sort of like leans back and chuckles at just the bickering and says, it's nice to see not much has changed. Take the day. Get to know Sonder here. He'll be joining your group. And together, by the end of tomorrow, once you speak with Auric, you'll need to have decided upon a new Vanguard designation, or squadron designation, that is. Maybe I can help workshop some names if you'd like. I have some ideas, but there's still plenty of openings. If the recruits tell you anything good, you can take their ideas. They technically haven't made those official yet, so... And you see, he sort of just chuckles and pulls his glaive back, starts drawing his glaive again as he just starts... Unless you guys have anything else to say to him, just starts walking back towards the recruits.
I'm gonna ask him if there's, like, if we're ever gonna be able to go back.
What do you mean? To the Revelry?
To the Eldian Reaches.
And you see, he looks at you almost understanding, like knowing why you ask, and just says, well, in due time, we should have some ambassadors from the Eldian Reaches here pretty soon, within the next week or two.
Ambassadors from?
From the Eldian Reaches. If that's any consolation, if you particularly wanted to talk to Oelian, but as per physically going to the Eldian Reaches, you should have some free time coming up soon. I know you're being paid for the job you've done for this quarter, even though it's not done, so you should have a good amount of time to yourselves.
Oh, William's coming as an ambassador? Can he walk, like, move?
No, there is an ambassador
I was confused for, like,
from
2 seconds.
Oelian.
I get it.
Yeah, no,
All right.
Oelian is a fucking
I
tree.
was like, he's a tree. I don't think he has lips. That might make things difficult because you put him in a pot, but then, like, you know, there's
That'd
a lot of roots and
be a
stuff.
big old
Yeah,
pot.
that'd be a big pot. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright, yeah. So he sort of just looks at you and just says, alright.
that rambling, that was in game.
Yeah.
No.
I took it
I
as
was
such.
like, that would be a pretty big pot. So, and then she's gonna stupidly scamper away because she feels like an idiot.
Yeah, no, that's just a coincidence, Oliver.
So you projected onto your character just like I projected onto mine.
Yeah, and so,
I'm looking right at you.
Morvrax continues to walk away. He says, give it some thought, maybe the Vanguard's integrity, Vanguard's redemption, maybe. You see, he just keeps listing things off as he walks down the hall.
You're too old, Morvrax. God damn.
Yeah.
And you're not old enough.
And And you're
I actually like redemption, though. Oh,
stinky. Who liked redemption? Of course
what's
you
wrong
did.
with that, Ralrut?
Of course you did. Of course you did. Shut up.
Hold on.
Shut up.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn this around.
You guys are just left here with the new guy, and
I'm ignoring
Sonder, you're left here with them.
with those things.
So, Sonder, here. Sorry if I have to ask this, and don't be alarmed. But do you have any ancient gods facing you, hunting you, literally any organization after you? Please tell us now.
Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't think I have any ancient organizations or
That's
gods or
lying to
beings
us.
after me.
Well, congrats, you just gained a few.
Oh, good.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. And then second question: do you have any latent abilities that you don't know of? Something that my godfather was like the king of something, and now just anything dark.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose of a latent ability? If I knew about it?
Shut up.
Yeah, you said, do you have any abilities you don't know of?
Sure. Yeah. I would hope I have some abilities I don't know of, because then I'd never progress. But
Asking more relevant questions. What's your kind of fighting style?
Oh, shut up, Bramgrim. We gotta answer the important shit first.
How are you supposed to answer something he doesn't know?
Ralrut, do
Alright,
you
and-
have
and
any
If
anything?
that power starts talking to you,
Ralrut.
do not listen to it. All right, we're
Ralrut.
allowed to go crazy to it.
Ralrut.
Twice, 3 times actually.
Ralrut, unmute yourself. Do you have any things happening in your life that you don't know about that you'd like to tell us about right now?
You guys literally know my entire backstory.
But are there things that you don't know about that you'd like to share with us right now?
You guys literally know my entire
Are
backstory.
there things that you don't know about that you'd like to share?
Okay,
right
you're gonna
now?
put him in a loop. Stop. Alright, anyway, my question still stands. What's your fighting style like?
I typically find myself
Think about
fighting hand to hand, transforming when I need to. I am more of a skirmisher, diving in and out of battle, and almost like a rogue, trying to hide and then jump out, knock someone over, and then jump away. I'm also quite tanky, or not. I guess that's not the term, but I'm quite resilient, and I find myself just an obliterator, I guess you
It's
could
okay
say.
to not use the correct terms. And we can
Yeah, I
talk
figured.
about some
Yeah.
He's here
game
to be the
speak. We're
protagonist.
not.
Yeah, so the general idea is like anything we say, we can make jokes about, like current memes and shit like that. Just it's translated, so we understand it. Boom, there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ethel's bitching, yo.
Also,
Boom.
also just like what? This is gonna sound really stupid.
It is.
What's your theme? What's the theme of like your of the
That's not stupid.
fighting style? No, listen though.
That's not stupid.
Okay, listen though. It might.
Just explain that. Were you not listening?
What? Me? Who?
He's a skirmisher that goes in and out of combat.
No, like theme. Like I don't know. Is it like light or like
What the fuck are you talking
Like
about? Like
that,
music
like
theme? Like what
shadows.
music plays in his head when he's trying to shoot him out?
What's your favorite playlist?
I did not know that.
What genre
I
is
did-
your OST?
I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm
Just
fucking
screams of the
with you.
damn,
I'm
you
the
know.
only one who wasn't like it was a stupid question. I said it wasn't a stupid question. I have respect, okay?
No, I'm fucking with you. And I don't think you phrased it correctly at all.
Could you elaborate? What do you mean by theme?
Is it like Attack on Titan or is it like My Hero Academia?
Well,
It could be like
well,
Attack on Titan, because I do
well,
get
like,
quite larger when I do.
Mine's like the
in
Frog
fighting.
Girl from.
So like
Attack on Titan.
Ralrut's theme, he's like it's like shadows, and then like Bramgrim right now. I say right now because he used to be like a paladin, all about light. Right now he's more of like dark tendrils type of stuff, and then
Okay.
Ethel's all about plants and stuff. Like that's how
Okay.
she.
Well,
that-
more
you-
so shit, but you know that
getting at?
also fits the theme. For
If you
light.
guys are comfortable with the smell of dog, then I guess I turn into a giant beast and fuck shit up with my big ass hands and claws.
Look at Ethel's face.
You know what they say
you
about big
don't want
hair.
You don't want to talk Ethel, fucking
Jillian?
smelling like shit all day.
You're the
I
one
mean,
who
hey,
ate a rock, so
Listen, though. I thought of a name.
You
I thought of a name.
you ate a rock.
Listen, I thought of a name. Listen, the
gonna get
Vanguard
dizzy.
silhouette.
What'd you
I
say?
think it's
What?
the Vanguard silhouette. You know? No? Like
I was thinking SFB, the Scalies, the Furries, and the Baldies.
It's typically like a verb or like an adjective. So like the Vanguard's integrity, redemption,
Why do we have to be the Vanguard?
Revelry.
Can't we just be our own people?
I would
No.
like Silhouette if we were more of like a stealth-based group, but we kind of just
Hey,
go
no.
into the
Remember
middle
when
of
we were the
combat.
Brotherhood?
Oh,
Remember
no,
when we
no,
were
no.
the Brotherhood?
The only reason
Joe,
I said
remember
it
the
was because
Brotherhood?
like
The
I
brothers
thought
that
we were
could.
like
You remember that?
I thought we were like dark themed, you know? But you know.
darkness.
Wait, the Vanguard Shadow.
yeah.
The Vanguard Shadow.
But that's like,
Vanguard
It doesn't
Shadow.
work. It doesn't work because like it's only like two dark people. Oh,
like
God.
okay, well,
And remember that timestamp.
No, I don't think that's. We don't.
no,
need
it's
to-
fine.
It's like,
I've grown old and
It's a stupid
tired.
joke, but it's fine.
Okay, unironically, that was on
I
accident.
mean, I think that's a good name for the other group.
Wait, why?
I don't think it will fit for us.
What's up? Can I make mine up?
Keep going.
What?
Keep going.
I'm not saying
I'm just
it.
doing
I think we'll just for the Vanguard's brawlers or the Vanguard's fist. Actually, I like the Vanguard's
Wait.
fist.
The Vanguards. The Vanguards.
The Vanguard's vengeance.
Vanguardians.
The
The
Vanguard.
Vanguard's
Galaxy.
Backguardigans.
the
Backguardigans.
the Vanguard.
Guardians of the Galaxy, let's go.
Shut up. The Vanguards of the galaxy.
Vanguardian Leviosa.
No. Fuck up. The Vanguard, the brothers that could.
Wait, actually,
you killed the joke. Like it's you. Ethel wasn't there for that, so you can't even say that without breaking the fourth wall, and that kind of ruins my immersion as a D&D player. So I would kindly ask for you to please stop that.
Oh, but Vanguardian Leviosa, that was fine. That was.
His backstory.
Magic
Why
exists
are you
in
hating? What the fuck?
this, this world.
That's Ethel crying.
Vanguard.
Ethel crying.
You know what? You're just sounding like a hater right now.
oh,
Vanguardian.
The Vanguards. Oh.
So
Okay, wait, the Vanguard's itchy Earpit.
So it's usually a verb, or could it be like the
adjective.
Vanguard
noun.
shield,
Vanguardiers.
the Vanguard sword?
I like
Grenadiers.
something with action. Something like
an adjective or a
why would it
noun.
be
So
an-
like
oh, wait,
shield, resistance.
The Vanguard.
the Vanguard Fury. Hey, the Vanguard's Fury.
No. No.
I like that.
No.
Oh, shut up! Get outvoted.
Oliver, you're
The
trying to vote.
Vanguards, bro. My pits
Stinky.
are sweaty.
Since two of the members stink. I guess I don't stink, but Eliza stinks. Stinky.
The
The
Vanguard.
Vanguard's
The Vanguard's back door.
the Vanguard stench.
Back
The
door.
Vanguard's back door. What's up?
Vanguard's taint.
We're like the
That
secret.
sounds You never heard like, hey, use the back door. Like,
The Vanguard's lava lamp. The Vanguard's.
okay, but Oliver, actually, what do you think? You vote on the Vanguard's Fury.
The Vanguard's love.
Let me see.
The Vanguard's
Sonder.
compassion.
Sonder, sorry.
Yes,
The
sir.
Vanguard's
What-
light.
What? Eliza, shut up.
The Vanguard's dark. The Vanguard's.
Yeah,
What do you
just
think,
Ethel's just
Thunder?
rambling.
What do you think about Vanguard's Fury? Then?
The Vanguard's.
I'm being
shaggy
honest.
Nails.
You don't have my vote.
The Vanguard's. The Vanguard's.
I like
You know
Fist better. Fury isn't.
The Vanguard's.
You know what? You know what? Maybe old Ralrut would have been shut up, bitch, and punched you. But you know, new Ralrut.
Bro, you're still the same Ralrut. You literally haven't changed. The Vanguards. The
You know, but you know,
Vanguards.
a
The
little tip on
Undertakers.
Ethel.
The Undertakers.
Me and
The
Brandon,
Vanguard's Vanguard.
me and Brandon think Ethel's a shit master. We made him
Vanguards.
weird.
Vanguard squared.
The Undertakers of the Vanguard. The
I'll be right back. We guys can keep talking.
Can you find Daisy?
Alright,
No.
well, we think of our purpose,
The
which is probably going to be more
I should give the
combat-based.
leftover sushi. Is there any leftover
There's a
sushi?
lot. I didn't eat that much.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
come get it.
Don't
Okay,
take
I'm
all
gonna
of it
steal it.
though. Can you just take some? Please.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah, so we're going to be primarily combat-based,
Oh
probably.
shit! Don't look at my notes when you come in here.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, we should like probably base it like our fighting style, and that's why I said like Fury. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
you know.
what are those doctors called that wore the masks that were like birds? Hi, Oliver.
Flag doctors?
What'd you say? Like,
Sonder
that
wants
would be
sushi.
poor timing because of the flick. Don't take all of it. What did I just say? I said don't take all of it.
Yeah, this is crazy. We're all in the same building.
Oliver, I told you.
The
to
Vanguard's
stop.
plague doctors? What?
Stop.
Plague
Where are you trying to go with that?
Oh, I was gonna say the Vanguard's plague, but then I was like, but we.
That sounds like we're trying to kill someone.
But there's a plague going on right now.
It sounds a little too evil.
There's a plague going on.
I kind of like the Vanguard shield.
But like,
The
we're
Vanguard's
not,
blade.
How many groups probably have
actually,
Vanguard?
I like the Vanguard's blade as well.
I think the blade. I think
Vanguard's
blade
punch.
can work. Because that's kind of our purpose. We're going to be like an attack squad.
Oliver doesn't want my pork chops.
I guess so.
Or the Vanguard's decision. Hey, the Vanguard's decision. I like that one too.
Alright. Well, as you guys are just discussing these names out in the open,
Vanguard.
uh,
Propriety. What does propriety mean?
uh,
It sounds like.
Why are you recommending it if you don't even know what it
It
means?
sounds cool. What's it mean? Come on, Joy, you're smart. AP classes and stuff. Alice? Mr. God, sir?
Ethel's going crazy. Does Mr. God?
Mr.
Uh,
God, sir.
You guys, as you guys are talking this over, you see,
Proprietary?
Propriety. Propriety.
you see,
Pursuers.
Proprietary. Propriety.
you see a familiar, red-skinned, humanoid figure walk past, with, what seems to be 4 other, figures.
Justin.
And you remember them. It's been a while, and they look at you, and they seem to recognize you guys, but are almost perplexed by your group. And you recognize them. You fought this guy. Bramgrim, you don't recognize them. Ralrut, you're the only one that does. You fought this guy during the tournament in your last fight.
Alex, you're gonna have to be
A red
very-
skin
The
tiefling. Well, yeah.
Vanguard's
Make
prosperity.
an intelligence check, actually. Then.
The Vanguard's prosperity. No?
If it's not
I like
Justin,
prosperity.
Yeah, the Vanguard's prosperity.
As long as it's not a negative kind of
kind of sounds
thing added onto us, I'm okay with it.
Oh, bro. That one,
Guys, I
dude.
left my dice back
That
there.
one.
Okay, I'm gonna-
Yeah, actually, you actually don't remember who this is.
No! No! No!
Oh shit, Oliver, I need to get you dice.
The
We'll get
Vanguard's
to that.
crit. He has
I got
dice.
dice.
We got it. Well, no, I
No,
don't
that's the
have
thing.
dice.
So what we done for
I
the
bought you
party
dice.
is I bought everybody a set of fancy metal dice.
He has mental dice.
And essentially the dice, they're tied to your character's life, and their color scheme matches your character. And if your character dies, I get the dice back.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you'll
but
get
you
a
didn't buy me dice,
you get a
so-
super fancy set of dice. We'll get to that.
Well, you
okay?
did give me dice, but you got me dice before you decided
Yeah.
to do this, so.
So yeah, actually, you don't remember this person, Ralrut, and you see they just walk up to you, and
Vanguard.
they're wearing heavy red leather jacket, big almost brown riding pants, and they come up to you. You see just swords sheathed. The rest of their group, and they sort of just look you up and down and just say, "Well, Ralrut, it has been a couple months. Where's the rest of your group? Looking a little different nowadays."
I'm hulking over this guy, right? It's like,
You're looking down at him, but he's just got this cocky,
The Vanguard's
almost
vanquishers.
suave attitude walking up to you.
Vanquishers.
He just says,
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Oh,
and he just like, he's just like,
hello to the ego.
God damn. He says, Okay, Ralrut, we don't need to play it like that.
That's a shame. It seems like he doesn't remember you. Clearly, you weren't worth much. All right, back off.
All right. Look.
Ethel walks up and just starts coughing on him.
he like
Marking my
shoved-
territory.
knowing where
Like a dog.
knowing where you guys came from in the Elding Reaches with the disease, he shoves you back and just immediately backs up with the rest of his crew and like covers his face. He says, "What the hell is wrong with you? Look, okay, I understand you won the tournament. No need to be dicks about it."
Wait, no, genuinely, I literally forgot who you are, man.
Hell. And he just says, "Okay, Ralrut." Real respectful.
Seriously, like, listen, you don't know half the shit I've been through. Literally got like my
Then you'll get remembered.
mind taken from me,
And
and like
he just looks over while you're mid speaking. He looks over to the rest of the group, says, "Pride, let's go."
Oh,
And he
your
just
name's
keeps
Pride?
walking down.
Huh? Huh?
wait, what's your name, man?
Well, you lost.
What's your name? Tell me your name.
His
And
name's
he just
Pride,
sh-
Ralrut, okay?
He just shouts down the hallway. He like turns around and he just shouts, "It's Vahxire, you dickhead!" As he walks down.
Viagra? He said Viagra.
After he kicked your ass.
I think his name was Viagra.
And he just double birds you guys and just walks.
Can
Well,
I roll if the sound rings a bell?
yeah, roll another intelligence check.
I wouldn't know this guy, right?
No, none of you would even have any idea who he is. Potentially Sonder might have seen him around, but you don't know who he is. Just in the past couple days you've been here, you've seen him, but that's it.
It's a 12. Well, actually, no,
That
it's
guy's
a
a dick.
Yeah,
intelligence. You said?
yeah, just straight intelligence.
Oh, then let's see, intelligence. I rolled a 12. I got a 12.
All right, so well, you have +1 in intelligence, so 13.
No, I rolled a 10.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you have +2. Oh yeah. So, it's starting to come back to you. In these guys, you fought them in the final match of the tournament. They're the Vanguard's Pride, and Vahxire, that tiefling that just spoke with you guys, sort of sees himself and kind of is just the leader of the Vanguard's Pride.
Did we see the? Didn't we see the other Vanguard groups at the tournament at the one where Dave died?
No, that was a different thing, dude.
That was a different
I
group.
could. It was a
That was
Vanguard.
not.
Okay.
That was not this Vanguard group. That was the Vanguard's clergy.
Yeah.
Give you the bird. Can I be like, hey, wait, are you the gnomes that we burned their beards off?
And you see, Brutus Goldrush, the guy whose beard you burned off, looks over to you, and you see a scraggly, like, not as good beard. Like, it's
Not
still
as good as
got
mine.
it's still got the same ginger like color, but it's almost like you see it's growing in, but it's real small relative to what it was. And he looks at you, and he also gives you just a good one.
I'll probably come back. Maybe.
and just walks away.
Oh, I should have asked more questions. That Goliath I pissed on is here. Oh my god. Ah.
Does Morlax even know you did that? Oh.
In public, Ralrut beat the shit out of another Vanguard recruit and then pissed on their face while they were unconscious. Ralrut's come a long way.
Seems like a reputable fellow.
Enjoy your stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, character development, man.
They're getting better.
Eliza, do you want to come back and take the rest of these, rest of the sushi?
You don't want it?
Do you want the rest of the sushi?
But you don't want it.
Yeah, I just had some.
Okay.
Right. So, you see they walk past. And so, what are you guys gonna do now? You
I
have,
think we're still in the name.
Just
Yeah.
discuss.
So
God,
this
she
is-
teleported. What the fuck?
she just fucking holy shit. So this is you guys have the rest of the day, and then most of the next day in order to sort of get your affairs together, do anything you'd like. So you are back in Flamekeep. So, Bramgrim, if you guys wanna, sorry, not Bramgrim, the whole group, if you guys want to meet with Malmik or go to a shop, Bramgrim.
I have 0 gold, so I can't do
churches.
anything in a shop.
Oh yeah, I'll give you some gold. I'll send you amounts. It won't be a lot.
Platinum.
Just because you're broke.
Like talk to Alec as soon as we can, because I have a request.
Are you looking out to? Like, are you looking around for him, or do you mean you're just waiting for when he's gonna talk with you guys?
Well, I'd like to bring up something separate from the mission, so I'd probably look around for him.
And then in my free time, I'd like to look for the Goliath I beat and pissed on. And if I have any extra time, probably just research more about the Herd of Shadows and stuff.
Alright. Alright, and then, Sonder, I'm adding the amount of, money you have on you.
1 platinum? Holy shit.
That's... 1 platinum is only 10 gold.
Oh, I thought you said that was way more yesterday.
Yeah, I mix it up. Yeah, I forgot what we were using as our, scale, but I think... the value of a gold about... if you were to be in the military, you'd be paid 1 gold a day. But then... I mean, you're also being given housing and stuff, so... A gold is maybe, I think, 10... 5-10 bucks, something like that.
Okay.
So you're pretty piss poor. Alright, so are you guys, breaking up, or are you sticking together? Are you guys showing Sonder around Flamekeep?
I was thinking Vanguard's Flame, by the way. Is that a group name?
The Vanguard.
I'm okay with that.
We do not do well with flames.
The Vanguard's Vanquishers.
Yeah, and you can also go to... if you'd like, go to other Vanguard members and ask about names. They'll have suggestions, I suppose.
I still want to ask around for the Goliath.
Okay, well, you guys want to show Sonder around. I need to find Arik and talk to him very briefly.
Vanguard's Unequity. Don't we all have fucking weird things happening to us? I'm a Beast Boy. We got Shadow Man and
Other Shadow Man.
other Shadow Man again.
To live out this persona in real life.
Eliza's Root Boy, Root Girl.
No, she's a ship girl.
Ship Girl or Shit Girl?
Ship girl, Oliver.
Shit.
Oliver, there's mouses right next to you in the Qatar.
Mm.
Did I unmute you again?
No, yes. Alright,
It's Theodore.
so...
He's in the cubby next to you. Yeah,
Uh,
I saw him.
who's... Okay, so... Are the 3 of you, aside from Bramgrim, staying together?
What'd you say?
Sure.
Alright. So Bramgrim, I guess we'll go with you first. Make an investigation check.
Wait, where are they going? What are they doing?
Bramgrim's going off to look for the leader of the Vanguard.
I'm gonna probably meander. Did he say that there were shops nearby? I just wanted to... Okay, I'll probably go after
7.
him.
Not very good.
You don't come into contact with him. God damn it, my video feed crashed again. I'll be back, because of course, Discord's being stupid. I think you can still hear me. Pretty much.
Yep.
You find him. You don't find him, but you find some of his, not necessarily guards, but almost assistants. And they essentially just let you know, well, listen, he's gonna be really busy most of the day. He probably, well, I got cut off completely. Yeah, Discord's a little annoying, not gonna lie.
I had the Vanguard's Vanquishers.
Alright.
Which one?
You
So is it a negative thing? I'm okay with
I
that.
have the Vanguard's
You're gonna
You have to.
Vanquishers.
Oh, is Alex back?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Juan?
Alright.
Okay.
Resolve?
I have the Vanguard's Vanquishers. I like the Vanguard's Resolve, though. I think that sounds
Okay, so Bramgrim, you
Vanguard's Resolve. But what did I mean?
you're very quickly told essentially Ark is super busy and probably won't be able to talk to you until your scheduled meet tomorrow. And at that point he'll just meet with you. But if you would like to pass on a quick message through them, they'd be willing to do so.
No, it's fine. I wanted him to, because he was sending the separate squads for them to look for the one blacksmith that the keeper mentioned, or whatever it was, or whoever mentioned the blacksmith. Because he was supposed to be somewhere in the Eldian Reaches, but if we're not going back there, then I'd still like to get the blade reforged.
Yeah. Alright. So,
Wait, is your blade broken, or is it like supposed to be like a lightsaber?
it's corrupted
Corrected?
and needs to be reforged. So they pretty much they take your message and they say, okay, Auric will talk to you about that at his earliest convenience. Oh, Daisy, so cute. And sort of just walks off. Like they jot the note down, at least, and then go off. All right. The rest of the Vanguard group, are you guys going shopping? Are you going?
I'm going shopping.
What are you guys doing?
I'm just showing Sonder around while also trying to find the Goliath I pissed on.
All right.
I'm shopping.
Yeah. So, Sonder, you just generally see Flamekeep is a very heavily religious town, or city. It is very large, and the main faith here is all Silver Flame. So it makes you a little uneasy, but you know,
Makes you uneasy?
you think you can manage, at least. You've had to do so before. And so you're muted.
Is the main keep separate from the reaches of that religion? Because if I was, transforming during the tournament.
Yeah, Alright, hold on, so I'll give you a second.
I don't think they really care in the Vanguard. I mean,
Yeah, in the Vanguard,
yeah,
has
go ahead
their-
a shifter too.
the Vanguard
Yeah.
has their own, like, walled-off keep, wherein you could have been, shaping as you please. They're not directly... They work heavily with the church, because the church is just the biggest, like, governmental power, almost. But they aren't religious inherently themselves.
Great.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, unless there's anything specific any of you would like to do.
Does Ralrut Goliath?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, I wanted to go to shops.
Shops? Okay, we'll get
How
to
much
that.
money do I? Oh, this is my.
Check your sheet. Yeah.
that's
Okay, so... Yeah, make an investigation check.
You'll have more money than you have in your sheet because it's all split into the party fund,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I feel like we should just leave shopping for another day, honestly.
Yeah,
Plus
because
two.
unless it's something really small, you won't really have the money for...
That's okay.
We don't know how much money you'll have.
12.
Hey, after this tomorrow, I
Give me a
have this
second.
for Ethel.
You won't hear. You hear from a few people, and you actually do talk to one of the members of the Vanguard's Pride. His name was Thomas Thamel. He's a little halfling who was kinder to you than the rest of the Pride. Doesn't seem to be so prideful himself.
I'm sorry.
And just sort of said, yeah, I think the rest of the Vanguard groups, they should be coming soon, or haven't arrived. I don't know. I haven't heard of the Resistance being here yet, but, I don't know why you'd want to be looking for him. He seemed a little... I mean, you know, wet in the face.
Is there an apothecary nearby?
Mm.
Ralrut, I guess, since I'm with you.
Yeah,
It's an apothecary.
like a
Need
potion
that.
shop.
Where they have like spell.
Yeah, we could get our stuff from Melnick.
Okay, I need to go there. So I need to restock on potions.
Alright. Yeah, and you guys do hear while you're traveling around, you will, tomorrow morning, you will be paid your, like, contract gold.
Hey Alex.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, can you put together my what's the sheet called? Excel sheet.
Yeah.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Alright.
10 whole minutes, Joey. 10 whole minutes.
Yeah,
and then we'll be
Eliza.
again.
Is there just anything else you would like to do today before I go to tomorrow?
No, it's not
Alright.
important.
So, you guys...
Oh, can I ask people about
Yeah.
the names?
you can go, what do you mean?
You
Oh,
were saying to ask about. I forgot about.
yeah. You can go, we'll get to that in a sec. So Sonder, you can go to an apothecary today, but you won't be getting your big sum of money until tomorrow. Just to potentially see what they have.
I'm actually getting money, even though I was just recruited.
Or, oh wait, sorry, you won't be. Ow.
Shouldn't have opened my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been an oversight on my behalf. But, yeah. You do have access to, like, the Vanguard Armory. They have a
Mhm.
handful of potions and the magical stuff, not a ton of, just general weapons, but you could go and check if you'd like.
I would love to check.
Well, you go over and you see it's just generally, like, almost like if you've played Fallout 4, like the armory on the Pridwin, except just built into a wall. There's like a grated metal fence, and through it, there's a it seems to be a female Vanguard officer, seemingly just humanoid, seems to be organizing weapons back there.
Could I get some healing potions, please?
Oh, sure. What Vanguard group are you a part of?
We haven't named ourselves just yet, but we were thinking of like Vanguard Retribution, Vanguard Flame, but you know, we'll figure that out eventually.
Retribution. Oh, I like Retribution.
Resolve. We said resolve as well.
Retribution sounds better, but okay, resolve.
Oh, well, I'll probably decide upon your name soon. Let me check the books. This is a little bit of a special case, I suppose. And you see she goes and opens up this big tome, but actually only goes in like a page or two. Most of it seems empty. From what you can tell, the Vanguard seems like a relatively new organization, and it's a little odd just how well funded and established they are, despite seemingly being so new, which is just a little strange to you. And you see, she says, yes, there is an empty, unnamed Vanguard squadron here, and you are Sonder, I assume? All right. Yes, I believe that the amount of requisitions that your group has, you should be able to take out a potion or two. Is there anything special you're looking for, or just a regular healing potion?
Regular healing potions are fine, unless of course you are offering superior healing potions or greater healing potions. I would gladly take any that you are offering.
Well, most of our active squadrons are using those, but I do have two small, regular healing potions.
Come on, I'm sure you can maybe squeeze one greater healing potion.
Make a persuasion check.
Ethel barges in. Don't trust him. I'm kidding.
Do not trust him.
Do not trust
11.
him.
11.
Do not trust him.
She says, I apologize, but really, most of our larger potions have currently been let out to requisition to other groups. We really only have one or two, and they are needed back here for emergency purposes.
Do you have any spare gear that I could borrow?
What type of gear do you
Hold
need?
on.
Maybe any like. Is it appropriate to ask for thieving kits or disguise kits or anything?
Oh yeah, we forgot to do mundane equipment, but I'd assume you already have those things.
Okay.
I can add it to your inventory, but yeah, you
Any
already...
legendary magic items?
Any legendary? No. Yeah, but in general, she can give you any non-magical, like mundane equipment you ask for, and then anything beyond that would need to be requisitioned. But you are using most of your requisitions for those two healing potions.
Like flint and steel, like rope, like mundane items like that. I can request.
So you get a tinder box. You get a anything else?
Is rope an option? I'm trying to think of anything I could use to apprehend someone.
Yeah,
Magnifying glass pipe,
definitely.
deer hunter cap.
You get a hempen rope.
I recognize this music.
Yes, sir. Alright. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else you require, but outside of that, you guys spend the rest of the day sort of just getting around the town, getting to know it, until eventually the next morning comes.
Could I have spent the night having my ring absorb the healing potions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so give me a minute. Oof. Okay. Eliza, you'll probably want to be back for this.
Okay.
So Ralrut, Ethel, and Bramgrim. Well, you're not here.
What dictionary?
The next morning, you guys come to, and through I'm gonna write this down. All right. All right. So yeah, you guys end up waking up. Oh, where are you guys staying? Are you getting like an inn or something, or just staying in like the barracks?
Stay in the barracks, man. It's not a big of a deal.
Barracks to me too.
All right. Well, you guys are woken up bright and early. Sonder, are you staying in like a separate room, or are you bunking with one of the other guys?
Let's bunk with Ralrut, right?
Yes, sir.
Like, and Ethel, Bramgrim, and Ralrut, there's a knock at your door early in the morning, and your presence is requested to the bursar of the Vanguard. You guys are all led together, where you see, for all of you, big old bags are set up, as there are a handful of guards all around. You guys are brought into a back room, and you guys all see these big old bags, which you immediately recognize as bags of gold. Or actually, they would have made this platinum. My bad. So they're actually medium-sized bags, just about purses. And you open them up, and all of you, each bag contains 61 platinum pieces and 9 gold pieces.
61?
61 platinum. Sonder just became relatively poor.
61 platinum, how many gold?
I
9?
snuck in the middle of the night and
Yeah,
stole all of the money.
61 platinum, 9 gold. And Joey is not here, so we'll remind him when he gets back. But yeah, and they pretty much explain to you, this is for the services in the Eldeen Reaches. If you wouldn't mind returning with the rest of the Revelry squad, any more silver Acrosia you guys have, which we could use to help aid the people in the Eldeen Reaches, it would be much appreciated. But
I believe you're gonna have to ask that to Thelgrun.
all right, and
He has
well,
all this.
overall, very good work. Your tales have been heard far and wide. It'll be a bit of a PR mess pulling the Revelry out and breaking up the group after announcing all of you as being the figureheads of that operation, but Auric seems to believe that you can serve some greater purpose back here for now or elsewhere in the world.
If you have running into trouble, just blame it on Lovola. I believe here you can have some of these songs.
Lavolo.
I hope the handwriting on these scrolls has gotten like worse and worse. And
Yeah,
worse
they're
as people
terrible.
write.
The people on the boat wrote it so quickly just to get as many as they could and make money. Like, you could immediately tell they stacked parchments and then used tons of ink to get through multiple pages at the same time.
They're so smart, revolutionary.
Alright, you know what? If that's the case, I'll just throw it out.
No,
have-
come on, you gotta spread the word.
They don't look terrible. It's just not
Is it
great.
readable? Is it
It's-
readable?
It's if you look at it right, like you give it a few passovers, yeah. It's pirates writing littles.
Come on. You
And,
Heavily-
okay, here's a sea shanty I picked up on the way.
How are they supposed to
Insane.
They
know how
went
it
with their
goes?
peg leg.
It looks like it's just spoken
All
word.
right.
What is it?
Thank you, I suppose.
Robert, why don't you perform it for them?
Watch
Come on.
yourselves
You're not
with-
supposed to go.
Watch yourselves with that gold. No, I think I'm all right. I don't need to.
You're missing out.
I'm sure
You're missing
the
out.
song will be so well written.
They're gonna sing it
I'll
wrong.
understand
They're
it
gonna sing it
immediately.
wrong. They're gonna sing it wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. Really, we're very busy here. Please be on your way. You see, they just sort of like usher you out, like motioning for you guys to leave, and go sit down at their desk.
If only if Ralrut was a bard.
I have a bard.
You had
You
one. Where is he? He's gone.
motherfucker. He's gone. He's gone now, Juan. You'll never get him back, ever. Either way, you guys leave your room, so you do now have gold. You're not obligated to split that with anybody, as that is like your individual payments.
Everyone give me 10 platinum.
It's usually not the groups are usually not paid in an individual, like, person by person fashion, but seeing as the Vanguard's Revelry had recently been dissolved, you guys had been given individual payment and sent on your ways. So you guys all get together and you have the rest of the day. Now again, if there's anything else you'd like to do, I doubt you have anything new you came up with in the past.
Vanguard's
5-10 minutes.
Reverence.
So,
Vanguard's Residuum.
Reverence.
I like
You
Resolve.
don't know what? Reverence.
Vanguard. I like Resolve because Reverence sounds like we're reverends.
Yeah, exactly. I also reverence kind of do a lot with religion, and let's just
What you said.
we
We all
are
worship ourselves.
we are not good with religion. Trust me. This group is the last thing you want with religion, man.
Resolve.
We've killed
Vanguard's rectangle.
We've killed a few
No.
deities.
the Vanguard's
He
rectum.
might be. God. Yo.
Vanguard's box.
I'm
Vanguard's
being
box. That's her
spoken
name.
Joey also said he liked Resolve. I'm just
One's like Resolve. I agree. I like Resolve. I think it's good.
And so,
I don't know what it means though. You have to like give me a really strong story definition.
it's like pretty much like your like
determination.
Determination is a good word.
Fortitude.
The Vanguard's determiner. Never mind.
Yeah, just resolve.
What about Vanguard's purpose?
Shut up, Oliver. I like resolve.
Alright.
Resolve's
So,
good.
you guys spend the rest of the day just trying to workshop your name, up until, you guys end up, hearing the hustle and bustle of what seems to be, the tournament, beginning. And so you guys make your way out towards the main town square, as you're led by the rest of the Vanguard squadrons.
Wait, guys, I got it. Vanguard Sitzfleisch. It means a person's buttocks or power to endure or persevere in an activity, staying power. Sitzfleisch. Vanguard Sitzfleisch.
Ceased flesh.
Come on! It means buttocks and a person's ability to endure.
Oh no, Joey!
He heard that and he's like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that. Yeah, no, just AFK. Get back here, Joey. Alright. So, you guys make your way over to the town center. You guys sort of going front row, back row, all staying together. What's the... How are you guys watching this? Because it is just a town square, like you guys had done originally, Ralrut. Like, this seems to be the first preliminary rounds. And then, just, there is a big wooden stage set up where there seems to be single combat being set up between the
I
different
climb up high and view
Vanguard
from afar.
recruits. Alright, so you're gonna break off from the rest of the Vanguard? Or your group?
You sure you want to do that? They might call us together. So.
I could always jump off the roof.
Okay.
Make an athletics check.
Not acrobatics.
Either or.
15.
15. Yeah. It takes a little bit, but you parkour your way up the side of the building.
Well,
A
it's
building, and you get
overachiever.
a good perch on what seems to be some like smaller church. And you just sort of sit on the top of it and watch down. Very good seat.
I also examine the rest of the town because I'm unfamiliar with all the avenues and ways in and out.
Alright. So yeah, in general, you just take in the way back to the Vanguard headquarters and where the big citadel is, where the keeper is, and such. And so, you see immediately, just the show starts, and you watch Sonder, Ethel, and Bramgrim all watch as just this sort of one-on-one combat begins. Something you had not been a part of for various different reasons, but just watch as new Vanguard recruits just begin just beating the shit out of each other, just about one-on-one, sort of just earning points for their team and showing up. The three groups are the Vanguard's Progeny, Antiquity, and Tenacity.
He's back.
So yeah, Bram,
It's
you
the
guys are
Vanguard
starting to
Progeny.
watch the first preliminary rounds of the event. So I believe, did you guys just take front row seats?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So Sonder went up on top of a building to watch, and you guys are just front row. And it's just essentially single combat between the members of these new groups. So the Progeny, Antiquity, and Tenacity. And you see, first up, there's a fellow called Alfar fighting this tiefling called Bad Luck.
Wait, I've met them before.
One shot. And you just watch as the two engage in single combat, and Alfar comes on top, scoring a point. for the progeny, bringing them closer to the final round. And the rounds just continue on. Another round, a seemingly psionic Kalishtar winning a point over a member of the Tenacity. Then a Fire Genasi monk, Blaze, winning another point over the Antiquity, until eventually, of the 3 new Vanguard groups, the final remaining 2 are the Progeny and Tenacity. And there's a bit of revelry. You see across the crowd there is the rest of the other revelry members, sort of just on another end, just sit also in front. You guys all look off towards each other, a little solemn in that you guys didn't get to spend this moment together. But after which, just like for you, Ralrut, after your first day of combat, everybody goes off to start partying and preparing for tomorrow, where the Progeny and Tenacity, as 2 whole groups, will face off against each other to determine, whoever will be the sort of winner out of the 3 new squadrons. And so, are you guys engaging in any of the party atmosphere?
How does that mean?
I'm gonna go party and get a drink or some stuff like that.
Are we,
Yeah, no, I'll pass on all that.
I'm
Alright,
Let's
and
go on
it-
the rooftop.
And are any of you, like, looking out? You guys tend to be pretty paranoid. You keep an eye out for anything.
I'm on the
You're-
rooftop, keeping a perimeter, looking around.
Alright, make a perception check.
I'm
Any of you on the ground?
I suppose. I mean, I don't
Would I
really
making the
think I
check?
am.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Okay.
like preoccupied.
Yeah, anyone on the ground want to make anything, or you
Yeah,
guys good?
I'm making one.
Alright,
14.
You get a 20.
alright. Yeah. Neither of you seem to spot anything fishy. You see not Bramgrim. You see Morvrax up behind the stage with the group sort of hyping them up. And you actually do see Arik Vaminor back there. And he does. You see, he makes his way over to the other half of the Vanguard's revelry first. Before, after a bit of a discussion, seems to make his way over to you guys. So give me a second. Okay. Yeah. So he comes over to you guys after the crowd begins to clear. You guys don't see anything. It's mostly just, it's a good show. You're not sure. You think the Vanguard's progeny has a bit of an upper hand, although the Tenacity does seem to have some decent fighters. So, you're actually genuinely a little excited for the match. So, you guys, I'd assume, Sonder, you come down from the roof, seeing things sort of start to clear out. And it's nice. You guys really haven't had a relaxing environment to be in for a while. And you see some of the other Vanguard groups. Ralrut, you do actually see the Vanguard's Resistance and Naudhan, the other Goliath, watching. He sees you, gives you a bit of a glare, but then just continues to watch the show. Seemingly just...
I'm gonna wink and have the smuggest smuggest smirk on my face. Just go off.
He doesn't even say anything, but on the way out, he passes by you and he's looking. He just glares at you again, and just walking out.
When he walks away, I want to go into Echo Avatar state and then put my shadow and put it in front of him and then go and then just.
And you do that, and he sort of almost flinches, just surprised by this, and he just he looks over to you and he's like, "Look, I've seen it. It really isn't that big." And just smacks the Echo Avatar as it just disapparates. and walks
Okay,
off.
I've been so confused for the past, like, 2 hours. I was messing with the music volume. I'm like, man, this background noise isn't changing volume at all. It's the different...
Yeah, there's two of them. There's ambiance and then music.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It's at 10% and it's still just as loud as it has been.
The Vanguard's ambiance.
Vanguards.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Joey, what do you think about Vanguard's resolve?
I like it.
What about Vanguard's Sitzfleisch?
Sitzfleisch.
It means a person's buttocks / power to endure or to persevere in an activity. Staying power. Sitzfleisch.
Sitzfleisch. They're two very different
All,
things.
all in favor for resolve?
The Vanguard shit.
I'm down for it.
Sitzfleisch.
Sitzfleisch.
Wait, the Vanguard.
Feet?
So,
Like,
in the
Honestly,
middle
it's
of
not
the,
like Six Flags, dude.
in the middle of this conversation, Arik comes down to you guys and just
We're
says,
gonna pretend you didn't say that. We're
uh,
gonna keep going.
he comes down and immediately you guys just he's got his hobgoblin form familiar to you guys, sort of red skin, very prim and proper, almost silvery blue, gray, and like red robes, comes over to you guys, surrounded by a bunch of guards and a lot of the teachers of the Vanguard squadrons. Comes over to all of you. Immediately, you almost sort of get a chill. And just a chill running down your spine. And it almost seems to get just colder as just his presence is so forthright. And Sonder, you sort of just instinctually, as part of some of your bestial instincts, just sort of tell this isn't a guy to mess with. Like there's something. His small form almost seems too small. Like there's
a
just
black hole.
yeah, there's something about him, and he sort of just steps forth and just says to all of you, "Well, hello, Vanguard. Well, you were the Revelry. I assume you have not decided upon a name quite yet."
Not quite. We're deliberating on it.
Well,
Vanguard's Liberation.
well, don't worry. You don't actually need to get a name to me by the end of today, although we would like to announce you tomorrow. So, if you could come up with
Resolve. I actually like Resolve.
if you could come up with something by the end of the tournament, that would be preferable.
Is there already a resolve?
No, there is not a Vanguard's resolve. So far, there is the Legacy, Pride, Revelry, Resistance, Clergy, Antiquity, Progeny, and Tenacity. He says, well, just give it some more time, think it
What
over.
about the testes?
But for now, I just wanted to see how all of you were doing. And you see, he looks you up and down, Bramgrim, and he doesn't even seem to be super surprised about your, the way you look. And almost just like he's been keeping tabs and just, bless you, god dang.
Shut up.
And
Yeah.
he looks over and just, oh, give me a second.
My mom looks drunk with the sunglasses on. Eliza, you're muted.
So, he ends up saying to you guys, essentially, well, hearing about everything that you have gone through and all the work you have put in the Eldeen Reaches, I truly appreciate everything you have done for the Vanguard, and I believe there's a new assignment. I believe the abilities of the Revelry is better split and refocused on more pressing matters. I believe you've noticed that the there has been a common through line across a lot of your endeavors with the Vanguard and just across Eberron. Seemingly issues of extraplanar problems, if you understand what I'm saying. And he looks over to you, Sonder, and the rest of the group, and he says, I'd assume you've all caught up Sonder here on the goings about in the Revelry. He immediately just realizes, like he looks over the three of you and is just like, I mean, doesn't say it, but you can just get a sense of, like, yeah, you should probably do that. And just says, well, either way, your official tasks will be given to you soon. I believe some sort of joint task force will be formed with Braylin's newly formed King's Slayers. So, there should be some interesting work ahead of all of you. But for now, enjoy yourselves. And I believe the only other matter we have to discuss is the crystal.
Yeah, right now, it's on, well, it's on me right now.
It's on you? I thought it was...
Yeah, I have it. No, I have it.
Oh, yeah, you do have it. Oh, yeah, because you're immune to it.
Mm-hmm.
He has it? I thought he, like, ate it.
Wait, you probably
No,
shouldn't
no.
say it out loud, Bramgrim. You should probably, like, the lesser people. Just in my opinion.
I mean, he asked about it, so I'm gonna answer him.
Oh, obviously.
I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, at this point, you guys are, like, still in the middle of the town square, but you are, like, you're in, like, a circle. There's been a perimeter made around you guys of Vanguard, like, bodyguards. And he's not talking super loud. He's rather quiet. So he's just sort of speaking to you guys there in the town square. He doesn't seem too concerned, but, I mean, that's to your discretion.
What do you want with the crystal, then?
What'd you say?
What do you want with the crystal, then?
Well, to
Captain.
make sure it's in good hands, as long as you believe it's still safe in your hands, that is.
I think we're capable of taking care of the crystal.
And he does, like,
I'd
give
prefer
you
not to have it
a
on us.
glance up and down, Bramgrim.
To be honest, yeah. But, we squeezed out a few close ones.
Alright.
What did they, like, what do you
and-
plan on doing with it?
Well, just... we'd like to make sure it's kept in the most safe place, but if that is with all of you, then it will stay with you. But if you believe it is better kept with us, then it will be such.
I'm gonna kind of, like, do one of those, like, Scooby-Doo huddles. I don't know if Scooby-Doo's popping up. I'm gonna be like, yo guys, do you think this is, like, better with them or, like, better with us? I think it's kind of better with us.
With them.
Yeah, I think
That
it's
whole
better with them.
invasion thing happened because they were after the crystal.
Yeah.
True.
Also, like, I'm just kinda a little...
I mean, how much can we trust this captain, though? I mean,
I
I have no idea.
You see, he does step back a little bit, just to give you guys a little bit of a just space.
I mean,
to
doesn't
discuss.
he could probably cast some bullshit and like hear us or something.
You'd assume, but he's at least giving you the respect of stepping back.
Well, we don't have to directly give it to him, do we? Can we, like, bring it to the, like, somebody?
Yeah, put it in a bowl.
They have many more resources than we do to keep it safe.
No, yeah, no, I'm saying we should still give it to them, but, like, do we trust giving it directly to this guy?
And we kind of lost a lot of our bullshit powers as well. Lots of Bramgrim, Dave. We did lose a bunch of our power output as well.
No, I'm saying, like, well, I don't know. I was
I
just
think-
wondering, like,
We even though we are, at least I'm paranoid that corruption and someone might get.
Well, I am too. It's just.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
it's better.
Better for us. And
Yeah, we're just gonna have
Yeah.
to like the amount of trouble we're gonna have to deal with if we have it on our person and risk giving up is a lot more than it's worth to keep it.
Yeah, I was just saying I think we should give it to like, well, no, I'm saying is it, do you think it's cool giving it to him like now in the middle of this place? Or should
Oh,
we
yeah,
give it
obviously
somewhere in a
now.
safer like location.
No,
Yeah.
I mean we wouldn't hand it off just in person.
I was just.
That's a good way to. That's a good way to get people corrupted.
We'll
True.
just ship it with FedEx. Yeah.
I think we should just like tell them, yeah, we'll just leave it with you.
It's
guys.
like, oh, this crystal. Just
yeah, hey, you want this? Oh no, dropped it.
Uh-oh. It's like those. It's like those TikToks where they have like the match next to the propane tank. Just,
What you
crap.
gotta do is you pick up one rock and you pick up the other rock and kind of squeeze the crystal so you can hold it without touching it and then kind of.
See, this is fine.
It's an aura, bro.
it's a little more complicated than that, bro.
I think I almost killed the group like twice, just because I failed some saves.
Understandable.
It gets a little
Yeah.
wacky. Either way, but
it's fine.
Orc
We've
just
almost killed each other before. You know how it is.
Orc just steps in towards the group and he says, "A proper handoff can be made when we return back to the Vanguard HQ, but whatever you all believe to be the best."
Is there anything else you'd like to explain to us here? Other than if you got my request from yesterday.
Oh yeah, and he sort of says, as per your nothing further, but as per your request, the smith is being not hunted down, is being located by some of the other Vanguard groups.
Can I help?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
He will be found. And he just says,
Yeah, as you can see, this is a temporary fix, I guess.
let's hope it is such. And he just begins to turn away, and make his way back. So is there anything, are you guys gonna partake in any of the revelry, or just go and tuck in for the night?
I say we just lie down.
Vanguard's been a little scarred by parties and fun.
Probably catch up Soden and all the revelry lore.
Listen, more than just the Vanguard. Fucking, I remember what group was it? We went out partying. We were drinking. People got drunk, and then suddenly someone fell from a sky bridge and exploded.
Other time we got drunk, everyone was on drugs. That happened too. I turned into a girl one time. We killed a fallen angel. I turned a river red with blood. We were arrested.
Well, those weren't really parties. This is just what we did.
It's all a party in the revelry.
Stop it.
It's all fun and games.
It's all fun and games
Until somebody kills
until
you.
your knob falls off in a tavern, right, Ralrut?
That has happened too.
Yeah, but I can give Oliver the revelry rundown separately, so we don't need to waste too much playtime. But essentially, a lot of the things they've dealt with have had a lot of demonic presences involved, and so just in general, they've pissed off some overlords, which are these ancient, all-powerful demons,
Bunch of pussies.
which are
Joey's
entirely immortal, and are just sort of captured across, or not captured, but contained all across Eberron. through various different means after like a massive sacrifice of like the entire Codal species in Eberron to like capture them, which ended like a millennia long age of demons. So you guys go to bed. You wake up. Oh yeah, Bramgrim, you had received 61 platinum and 9 gold as part of your payment for the Eldeen Reaches job.
Was it okay? 61 platinum, 9 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, the next morning, you guys wake up and immediately make your way down to the final big Colosseum where you had last seen. Where you had seen... well, actually, no, none of you had seen, but Ralrut, you had competed in the final stage of the Vanguard's, like, entrance tournaments. And so, you guys all get good seats. You guys are actually given special seats with the rest of the Vanguard instead of having to sit with the general populace. Fairly decent front row seats, and the processions go on just about as you'd expect. Auric begins to give a speech, explaining, welcome, one and all, to the second Vanguard squadron combat tournament. It is a tradition that we intend to continue on, and thanks to the Church of the Silver Flame and all of the other benefactors and supporters of the Vanguard, we are able to make possible. We would like to make a very special thank you out to all of the Vanguard squadrons which were able to be in attendance today. And you see he like motions over towards all of you, and one by one calls out the different squadrons, and he still calls the Revelry by the Revelry, and you guys all sort of stand up. Sonder, you don't really know when you should get up at all, and just sort of wait it out. He never happens to call a group that you think you would stand up with, and eventually he continues. He continues on with his speech, just explaining, you know, the history of the Vanguard, his time in the last war, the mission statement of just generally cleaning up after the last war and trying to make the world a better place. And Sonder, you notice just as he's giving this speech, you see there, all of you see there's just generally the whole arena's being set up, and you see that there are just a bunch of workers running around, sort of setting up, getting gates closed and opened, and the Vanguard squadrons, you see the two that are going to be competing, the Progeny and Tenacity, are in the wings getting ready for their fight. And you see, just out of the corner of your eye, Sonder, make a perception check. You have a high enough passive, so you can make this check. Oh yeah, Ethel.
I'm not paying attention though. Ethel's depressed.
Oh yeah, Ethel's not paying attention at all. So yeah, Ethel, no check.
Depressed.
Okay. Sonder. You're muted.
$27.
Was that natural? 20?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so you notice out of the corner of your eye, down where the Progeny is, you see one of the recruits. For a split second, you see their legs buckle and them almost start to fall over. And then in an instant, they're just standing again.
And I kind of nudge whoever's next to me and kind of point it out.
Aren't you alone on the rooftop?
No, that
this
was a
is-
while ago.
This is
Oh my
separate.
God,
You're in a
that was like
coliseum.
3 scenes.
I'm good at this.
Yeah. So, you to your left or your right, you have Bramgrim and Ralrut. So, and Arik is still going on with his speech.
Okay. So I nudge. Who's got a higher perception of you two?
We're both probably dog shit.
I nudge Ralrut and point out that that there are people acting odd within the crowd.
What you see?
Yeah, and so it's
Yeah.
actually one of those large coliseums where it's like
Okay.
the inside and then seats up top, kind of
Uh-huh.
like
Gladiator.
kind of like the Swanson.
Okay.
Gladiator.
And
Coliseum.
you saw through like the gates on the side, like on the inside of the pit. You saw
Mhm.
one of the people almost like buckle and fall over, and like halfway through their fall, just immediately they're standing.
So I saw some people inside the Coliseum just through the gateway there. They're falling over, but they're catching themselves, almost like they're drugged or something.
Yeah, and you see, from what you saw, they didn't actually even catch themselves or anything. It was you saw somebody like trip and fall, and then in an instant, like instantaneously, you just see them standing talking.
They were pulled taut, like almost like something grabbed them from behind.
Probably just keep our eyes peeled. Be on standby. Let Bramgrim know as well. And I'll let Ethel know.
Yeah, Bramgrim, I saw someone that was acting suspicious within the Coliseum. They were getting pulled around as if they were drugged or getting grabbed by something. It was quite odd.
Same thing to Ethel.
I see. How close is this from us?
It's far off. You guys are like center Coliseum. That was towards like the rounded ends of the oval.
Can I start making my way, like, over in that area?
Right. So you walk over that way. Is anyone sort of keeping watch, looking out for anything?
I'll look out for I'll watch Bramgrim's back.
You're gonna go with him or just watch his back?
Or go with him, but keep my distance. You know, like just being.
Right, just tail him, sort of.
I'll stay with Ethel.
All right. Are you? I assume you're keeping. Both of you are keeping eyes out.
Yeah.
Ethel is
Yep.
trying.
As soon as...
All right. Make another perception check, Sonder.
Alex, you think
Up. I fucking froze again. God damn it.
I miss aspirin rock, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Telepathy. Oh yeah, you guys can't communicate while you're all separated. So here, give me a second.
I got a natural 1 plus 9, that's 10.
Am I rolling perception? 17.
Oh man, this is real annoying. So yeah, let me see what you get for perception. All right, there we
Oh,
go.
he's gone now.
I was back quicker this time.
I got 30.
Oh, fucking 30.
Yeah, I got a natural 1 plus 9, so 10.
Yeah, so you look towards the other group, see like maybe something strange is happening with them, but they also just seem to be talking. Ethel, you look around, and you look at the group that Sonder had pointed out, and you sort of just watch them. And you notice after just sort of keeping your eyes on them, that, like, the group, see, the one person that's talking seems to be doing the same motions, like, repeated. They talk, they sort of, like, lean back, start laughing, and, like, put their hand on their sword, continue talking, and talk, lean back, laugh,
Is anyone by me?
over and over
Right?
again.
I'm by you, Eliza.
I'm gonna be like,
That's a
Ethel.
loot.
yo, that guy is like a robot. Not a robot. Like a.
You can say robot, that works.
Robots are real?
I mean, no, it's translated again. You could say however.
Translated.
Yeah. Phrase it however you like.
Yeah, he seems to be. I just noticed one of them. They seem to fall and then stand straight back up again instantly. It looked quite paranormal. I don't think something's right here. Both Ralrut and Bramgrim went to go check it out.
I'm gonna summon my Echo, but just have it with Umberturgy just manipulate to make it look like my shadow.
Alright. And some of the other... At this point, behind Sonder and Ethel, like, some of the other Vanguard squadrons sort of get wind of this, and they're, like, leaning forward, like, asking what's going on.
My foldable pet has been out and kind of flying around like I set up last session. I whistled to call it back and then send it over to one of the groups where they seem to be repeating themselves or falling, catching themselves.
Alright. Yeah, you actually see that as part of this repeated process, there's no fall.
Okay.
It's just talking. The lean back, the talking, the chuckle, leaning forward, hand on sword, over and over again. And so it flies over. Like, how long until you want it to come back?
Give it a minute or two, see what they're saying, and see if I can get anything of information.
You see it flies over, and are you, like, watching it go over?
Yeah.
Okay, you see it flies over to the gate, and as soon as it gets through one of the great holes... Are you having it, like... Oh, yeah. Well, it's its own sentient creature. You see it goes over to, like, land on one of the grates, and once it, like, passes the threshold of, like, the cube, like, grate hole, you see it disappear. Like, you see, looking at it, the grate hole, like, through the grate hole, it's just, like, floor, like, on the other side of the grate. And as soon as it, like, passes through that, it disappears into that.
Okay. So that immediately piques my interest, and I kind of nudge Ethel and tell her to follow me, and that something is clearly wrong here. My pet just disappeared, and so I rush over following Bramgrim and Ralrut.
Are you guys letting the other Vanguard members, like squadrons, be aware of this?
Wait.
Like, are you telling them of the situation?
Do they all seem like they're acting weird, or is it just some of them?
What do you mean?
Like,
It's the people outside the gate. It's not...
It seems like everything on, like, the inside room behind the gate, they're all looping.
Is there anyone that we know that we, like, trust in here, or no?
I mean, there is the entire Vanguard.
Simply just...
I know, but, like,
Any person I push past or is near me as I walk over there, I kind of nudge and point and kind of trying to get their attention.
Oh, so you're like
I don't want
Vanguard
to cause
squadrons.
a chaos.
Roll a persuasion check yourself. Yeah, because you're currently sitting in the middle of the Vanguard groups.
Wait, were the other members of the Revelry where we were at?
They were near, but they were much...
I thought they were across...
Yeah, the Vanguard is... so, like, it's an oval, right? And the Vanguard is taking up, like, both middle sections on either side. You guys are on one side, they're on the other.
Okay, I'd like to walk towards the other group.
I got a 5.
So are you gonna pass over the gate where the, like, anomaly was, or are you gonna go the other way? It's equal distance. It's just which way do you want to go?
Around the other way.
All right. So you go around the other way. So you actually turn around because you were going towards it, but then you start making your way back the other way.
So hold on, I'm just trying to get this in my head. So it's an oval, but there's
so it's an oval. So let's say the Revelry's up here on the top, or you guys are up here on the top. The other group is down here on the bottom, and then on this end over here, this is where that weird gate anomaly is. And you see, on the other gate, that's like on the bottom. That's where, if you're like looking at this like eagle eye down, the other gate is where the other like group getting ready is.
Okay, so
you said you were going towards the anomaly, so you were walking this way.
We won't walk into it.
Around.
We'll just walk in front of it, or
well, no, because
we'll walk above it.
Think about it. It's like the Swanson. You know how it's like the basketball arena, and then on top is the seats.
There's like doors on the outside.
You're up top, so you're walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once we get in range, I'd like to cast detect good and evil as we walk into it. Then.
Oh, so you are walking over it.
Yeah. If we already started, there's no point in increasing the time taken.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk over it. You cast detect good and evil. What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Oh yeah, and then can you just put that in
the
chat?
Paladin feature? Yeah, this is a divine sense, so it's only a round. That's why I was waiting until we got close, rather than it being like an aura spell that I had prepared.
You do not. Nothing pings.
I whistle as I get closer. I whistle to call
nothing in particular pings. I mean, towards the back, like further end, you feel like the edge of a consecrated area. Like the very edge of a consecrated area, but nothing evil.
Alright, Ralrut, just be aware.
He's not by. He's like tailing you behind.
Oh,
so
well,
you guys.
I'll wait on like I'll slow down just so we can like catch up.
Alright. Alright. Well, so what were you doing, Sonder?
So as I approach as well, I whistle in order to call back my foldable pet, and see if it managed to do any reconnaissance.
Alright. You whistle back. You give it a minute. It doesn't come back.
What are you guys trying to get?
Another minute or two. Still nothing.
By this time, I definitely feel like something is wrong, so I kind of speed up and catch up to Ralrut and Bramgrim, and just let him know that I've sent in my pet and it hasn't come out yet, and it's refusing to come out. So something is clearly keeping it from coming out. Something's trying to hide something.
All right. So yeah, are you walking over to them then?
Wait,
Yes.
can Ralrut speak through his echo? Okay, no. Okay, that's what I thought. You're muted, Juan, if you're saying anything.
Ralrut, the person could speak, but not through the echo. He could only see through the echo.
How far is it across the arena?
Oh, dude, I have a shit ton of range, man. It's a lot. It's stupid.
How high above?
But if you could teleport to it, then if you could teleport
You could
to the
not
other
teleport
side.
all the way across.
No, for sure not. But what I can
it's
do,
a good 150 feet at least. Like it's a big, like city's biggest coliseum.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll stop before it. Ralrut, maybe send in your
I'll go check it out.
Yeah, and you
your
guys
echo and
notice,
check it out.
even with your low passives, you guys sort of just look back a little paranoid, and you see Sonder at this point is almost walking towards you guys as well. He looks a little concerned, and you see a lot of the other Vanguard groups, they seem to be catching on, and they're not all standing up, but you see a few are like slowly, just every once in a while, one stands up and starts to like. People they seem like they're starting to break apart, almost like cover the entire area. Like you see a few people. Sonder, you notice as you walk away, one of the other Vanguard members seemingly gets like a copper string and is like whispering a message, and you notice just someone across the stadium seemingly like looks across and then starts like talking to people on the other side of the Coliseum. So the Vanguard seems to be quickly getting wind of what's going on.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Ethel, are you going with Sonder?
Yeah, I was following him, but I'm kind of like, fuck, another thing like this again? Like, can't we just, like, chill? cameras.
And so,
So,
as you guys are
So
all
I'm following, but I'm kind of like, fuck this.
yeah, as you guys are all going about, you immediately like people are talking. Nobody seems to be noticing the Vanguard kind of doing its thing. And as Auric begins to finish up, you actually hear like almost like locks being undone, and then just as the gate starts to rise. And while you guys are walking over, you see the gate with the anomaly seemingly rises as like Auric finishes his speech, and the groups begin to make their way in. And you see the Vanguard's tenacity and progeny, which you guys were over the progeny, begin to make their way in.
The anomalies in the progeny, right?
Yeah, and you see at this point, there's no signs of like the repeating thing anymore. It's just the gate rises, and they start making their way out. You see the loop almost seems very naturally broken as they go back, do the chuckle, lean forward again, grab the sword, and then the gate starts rising, and they just turn around, breaking the loop, and start walking out.
I whistle again, a little louder this time, trying to see if I can get my pet back now that the gates have opened again once more, or again now.
All right. Make another perception check. But yeah, you guys see the Vanguard groups. A lot of the Vanguard members that seem to have been starting to like stand up and walk around. They seemingly notice the gates start to open, and some people start going back to their seats.
I'm gonna look the lowest level of the Colosseum, just in case.
Yeah, you're the closest to the bottom you are without like jumping down.
Okay.
Should I have your
Sonder, you look and you don't see it. It isn't coming back, and you don't see it.
Can I like wave down Belgrin? Because I assume they would see us kind of walking, and if they got word from the other Vanguard groups on the other side.
Yeah, they seemingly also started making their way over to you, but it's a little slow, the process of traveling across, just because in general, just...
I would assume he would at least try to contact one of us with the rocks.
Yeah. You're not quite within range, but you're getting pretty close. And now Auric is sort of announcing, this is like the progeny, this is the tenacity. And you see, as the progeny sort of stands up, they're like raising their... As the tenacity stands up, they're like raising their weapons. And then you notice when the progeny is called up, they go to raise, and one of the progeny members like begins to cast a spell, and just like you see a little like fire.
Can I ready
wait,
Sunbeam?
yeah.
I was gonna ready Shadow Martyr.
Yeah, can I ready Sunbeam?
You're getting Sunbeam ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'm just sitting here playing with little bits
We're gonna
of light
assassinate
with my
people just
fingertips.
showing off their power.
I know. That's why I said ready Shadow Martyr.
Fucking Ethel with a fucking Kamehameha
fucking
just
mad.
blasts some poor kid trying to do just
Yo, God.
yeah.
I'm you interested, God. I'm sitting here walking, dragging my feet because I don't want to fucking do this again. And I'm like looking at my fingertips, and I'm like, well, this will be fun. New spell. Yay! And I got little like sparks of light from my fingertips. Like,
Alright.
fucking kill
I have a
some
question.
people.
Could now we've been walking towards the gate that had the mirror, the repetition, right? Are we now above it? Around?
You're above it. The other two, Bramgrim and Ralrut, are a little ahead of you at this point, because waiting for Ralrut took you a bit, Bramgrim. So, you're just starting to go around the curve. So you're not particularly close to like the other half of the Revelry. But you, Sonder, you are right over it.
Okay. Considering my attachment to the foldable pet, seeing as it's been one of my only friends for quite a long time, I feel like I'm kind of getting a little panicky now that it's not appearing. Could I? How high is this fall from the top to the door? Is it like Swanson level, where it's like,
Seems like
10 feet?
Story and a half, 2 stories.
Like 10 feet?
Yeah, but
Is that right?
the gate has risen at this point, and
Mhm.
it's just high enough to like barely reach the lip of like the guardrail. So I mean, you could potentially use it almost like a ladder on the way down if you wanted to like climb down, or you could probably just jump down. You're like, I mean, 2 stories
Alright.
is not that big of a deal for you.
So I'll jump down and try and like sneak it. I don't know how sneaky that
Wait,
is.
hold up.
Okay.
No, I can't do anything. Shit. Oh, go ahead then.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So Sonder, what do you do?
I swing down and kind of deftly make my way down in front of the doorway and drop in front of it.
All right. So yeah, you drop down. Make a stealth check.
Okay. Why do I always do that? Okay.
Yeah, just let me know what you roll when you roll.
24.
24. 24. All right. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, so you get down. You don't think most of the general populace saw you. At least you hope not. And you make your way down, and give me a second.
Madness.
Oh wait, that would have been. So check your DMs.
Everyone or just
Sonder. Yeah, so if you humor us for a second, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I still have Shadow Martyr ready.
As soon as Stelgorn gets in range, I want to tell him to have Abalaba cast.
Abalaba.
Yeah, Abalaba in the other group.
Spell magic, right?
Well, I was thinking detect magic first. I'd like to know what it is, or if there is any effect
Eliza,
on it.
could you let Daisy out?
But yeah, dispel magic was gonna be on the list of things.
Alright, so I'm keeping that noted. Yeah, sorry for a bit of the radio silence, just, you know.
You're fine.
So yeah, just in general, maybe one of you, generally, what's going through your minds right now, just to sort of fill in this dead air as I message.
Ethel, again, is like, fuck this. Again. Let's kill more people. Yay.
Yeah, I assume that there's some kind of illusionary field or something blocking the outside. I also, knowing how we've dealt with the shapeshifters before, I'm very suspicious on whether or not that the party that just went onto the stage is the actual party. And also because I'm the filthy fourth wall breaker and you said we're gonna have one combat, I'm assuming that it's going to happen here. Otherwise, you wouldn't spend so much time setting up this scene. Anyway.
And so,
I
you guys
rolled
actually,
first.
the others... Yeah, actually, you rolled good enough for only Ethel saw you go down. Ethel, you see as Sonder goes down. You see Sonder go down, and then, like, jump down. Did you... Wait, Sonder, did you climb or did you jump?
I climb.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way down, and then that. You see Sonder climb his way down. He, like, lands on his feet. A bunch of people are like, what the hell is he doing? And then you see he takes a few steps in past the gate.
I was stealthy, by the way.
Yeah. She has a really high passive, though.
Okay.
And you just hear a grunt of pain.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was not paying attention.
Wow.
Can we see him, like,
earlier? Question.
not on the top anymore when we turn around to look?
He's sort of lost in the crowd at this point.
So when he jumped down, is he near, or where did he jump? Was it near or away from me, like far?
He started climbing down the Colosseum wall, but you're right above where he was. I mean, in theory, he's in the room right below you. And you just heard like a grunting noise.
Can I go? Like, can I
Shoot a sunbeam through the floor.
Hi.
Right, well,
Like the scene in
as you
Godzilla.
say
Well,
that,
with that ready, can I use my pass without a trace thingy and sneaky down there?
you would have to climb down like 2 stories.
I'm sneaky.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would take a bit of time. So yeah, you cast that. You have an infinite amount of time.
Yeah,
So
if I cast that, do I have to stop reading?
Yeah.
But isn't it automatic? Can I cast it and then as soon as I'm done casting it, ready something?
If you'd like.
I would like.
Okay. So you cast it and then you immediately, but you wouldn't be able to cast it while you're climbing down.
No, I'm saying as soon as I'm done climbing, can I?
Yeah. So you start climbing down, and then all of you see, some of the Vanguard group, like members who are sitting down, and like the more perceptive ones see this, and a handful just like shoot up. You see immediately Ralrut and Bramgrim as you're walking towards the other half of the Revelry. El Simpinito immediately sees this and just reaches for, like, he seemingly sees something by where the anomaly was and reaches for his bow. And you see in the middle of the Colosseum, you watch as the progeny.
Oh, do they transform into monsters? Whee!
You watch.
What happened to the person doing a spell?
You watch as the progeny member, one of them like shoots up like a little, just shining lights, almost like little fireworks.
Okay.
But then behind them, but you see as that illusion fades, you watch Auric Vaminor saying, "And well, best of luck to both teams." And you see immediately just a box. 6 walls, rectangular. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. A box just forms around him. Or actually, no, you don't see anything. You see, Auric just immediately, like, he shouts that and people will start cheering, and then immediately Auric looks, like, not necessarily frightened, but startled, and he looks around, and immediately, you see, he was flying in the air. You guys know he's a wizard, and he was just flying, and you see, he immediately just shoots up into the air and starts slamming his fist on what seems to be some sort of just invisible wall. As you see, the rest of the progeny seems to shift. You see the illusion of the progeny fade as the antiquity just looks shocked and immediately starts drawing their weapons. But before they even get to act, you see a feline creature you see feline creatures in adorned
Oh man, who could have
golden
thunk it?
armor. You just see immediately as these kind of kids try to defend themselves, just one of the antiquity leader just goes to the tenacity leader goes to step up and just immediately a longsword up through the bottom of the jaw as the kid
Before they do that, I'm a shadow martyr.
he's too far away.
No way! What's my rage?
You see the sword go up through the bottom of the kid's jaw, back out through their skull, as the Zakya Rakshasa lifts them a good foot up in the air, as 4 more Rakshasa surround the rest of the team and start cutting them down in the middle of the yard.
It says you can make your echo throw itself in front of an attack directed at another creature that you can see. Before the attack roll is made, you can use your reaction to teleport the echo to.
Is there any range?
Huh?
Is there any range?
No, there is no range as long as you can see.
I highly doubt that. I feel like there's.
Don't know if that's.
You can make your echo throw itself.
I believe there's no distance on it, but I feel like there should be. Because you're throwing your echo. Your echo has a range.
I mean, let me check the ability if that's how it works.
Same thing could be safe for echo avatar state though, man. So.
I mean, that's a little busted.
I fully believe you. But I feel like it says that you throw your echo in front of it because your echo has a set range. That's why I feel like they use that wording.
Let me just look at it, because that's the thing. The echo can persist for a very short amount of time outside of the range. Let me see this. So, Shadow Martyr. Yeah, I mean, there's no range on. You can use it once. So you see, the kid.
Okay, hold up though. Hold up.
Yeah, you want to jump into?
Are you gonna do it?
How many Rakshasa are in there?
Total 5. There's 5 of the like, tenacity there.
All right, I'm just gonna jump over the wall and just make.
All right, so you immediately go to vault over, but you see, are you doing Shadow Martyr?
No, I need to get closer. It's not worth.
All right, so yeah, you see the kid is just impaled through the top of the skull and raised. God damn it! It froze again. I'm Aggies. Give me a second, fellas.
It's like, oh god damn it, Ralrut just jumps over.
I'm so excited.
Fuck.
Okay, yeah. Give me a second, fellas.
On my way, can I cast the shield? Aspect of the Everbearer on myself.
Yeah. Everyone can have like one action right now, and we'll go down in order. So give me a quick second as I wait for Discord to poop itself out and just allow me to open it back up again.
I cast Blight.
You will cast Blight. Just.
No, I'm just pranking on
Hold
you.
on.
Bramgrim, cover my back.
There we go. Okay, it got it closed. Now it should open back up. This is very annoying. I'm gonna need to see what's doing this with my Discord. It's unfortunate.
That ugly cat is back.
It looks like fucking grandma.
Like grandma. It looks like Lavola.
Ew. Yeah, but you see, okay, so Ralrut, you vault in immediately. El Cipinito knocks an arrow. The rest of the other half of the Revelry does their thing, right? And you guys, we'll go one by one. Ethel, you're currently climbing down as you see.
I'm not done climbing yet.
No, you're climbing down as you see this happening. You're most of the way down.
I'm climbing down going, fuck, why the fuck did I decide to go down or I can't go back up because it's going to take so long to get back up? What the fuck am I doing?
So yeah, you guys see, essentially, the whole of the tenacity is butchered in their spot. Just right in the middle, and people start panicking immediately. Ethel, what are you doing?
Climbing down.
Alright, so you use the rest of your turn to climb all the way down. Bramgrim.
I'm gonna jump down after Ralrut because We gotta back each other up.
Yes, sir.
All right, just boom, jump down. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay, this is good. This is not gonna
Ralrut,
go well.
also make an acrobatics check. This was you jumping down as well.
Didn't roll properly. It just slid across the entire screen.
Bramgrim, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you just oh fuck, and you're knocked prone. As you just eat shit, jumping down into the Coliseum.
I use my prep to stand up and pull my sword.
You're like, oh god damn it!
I got a 16.
You land. You only take 2 bludgeoning damage as you fall and just take the hit, but you don't fall on your ass. You continue. It's still a 2-story jump, motherfucker. You're taking some.
I jump over and my foot gets caught on the railing.
Yeah,
like, oh.
you go to vault. Let's go. Full on ass over tea kettle. Boom. Head first.
Break your ankle on the way down.
Ankles
go two different
watching
directions.
them fall past me. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
You see
It's not that hard to climb.
You see
It's
Bramgrim
so
eat shit. You climb down and land safely. Ralrut takes a bit of a scuff, but he lands on his feet.
How's it going, Ethel? Are you ready?
All right, Ralrut, you're already down there. What's your not prep, but what's your one action?
Well, okay, I'm running towards and then I cast Aspect of the Everbearer, and you know I'm gonna look a little cool. I'm gonna actually do the hand signs while running towards like fucking Naruto. Really doing that shit.
Which one was Aspect of the Everbearer? That was
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith on yourself. On yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put it on yourself. And then Sonder. So you're currently in the room where the progeny was, and you see further back in the room, there's blood everywhere, and you see the progeny is butchered. Their corpses are thrown in the back, and
Maybe we don't trust these guys with the crystal. They couldn't even stop this.
Right now,
honestly, goddamn,
there's a gray-furred Rakshasa. With its claws, one scraped across your chest, and you feel like a pit in your gut. You have one action.
Ethel's now going to start climbing up.
And Ralrut, I will say, as you jump down, you notice this, and you recognize that Rakshasa. They were at the... invasion.
Oh. Which one's closer to me?
Right now you see, actually, in the center of the stadium, you see 2 figures. Hopefully this doesn't crash. There we go. You see, there we go. You see one hooded Rakshasa with their hands sort of put together, feline, almost like a leopard. And then you see another Rakshasa adorned in heavy ceremonial armor, completely black fur that almost looks like fire is running through it. And the fur on the top of their head is like flame. And you recognize that just from descriptions you've read, that's him.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's him.
Uh-oh.
And you see he seems to be standing directly next to this other robed Rakshasa, and the two are almost not standing back to back, but almost shoulder to shoulder, like same sort of posture, almost not necessarily almost like equals. They're standing there both like facing off against the whole Colosseum together. So you see Sonder with the one Rakshasa, and then in the middle, who you recognize as Mordekash, flanked by Zakya Rakshasa. And
that's what you meant by the guy.
Oh no!
And another Rakshasa that he seems to be standing right parallel with.
Oh shit, if I see this, I'd be like, wait, shit, Bramgrim, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Picking myself up from the ground, what?
Okay. He's like, the fall turned on the Spanish setting.
Fuck. What the fuck did Ralrut do? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit.
In game, those are the two figures.
Oh, I'm still in the room with the other the single Rakshasa, right? Like in the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have one action, right?
Yes.
And I can transform for free, correct?
For free
Is that
once,
here?
yes. Yeah, so I can say you'll immediately. Are you doing partial shift, full large?
Full large, more. It seems like the right time. My question is, with Grim Visage, how many actions is that? Since I'm transforming for free.
You can just choose to do it as part of the, shift.
Okay. I also have another question. How does Grim Visage work? 'Cause I know you changed it.
It should be as read. It is. Yeah, all of the changes are on your sheet.
Okay. So you can choose a number of creatures within 60 feet. Here, see you. It says a number of creatures within 60 feet. How many?
But it doesn't matter how. Wait, a number.
Yeah, it just has a number of creatures.
It should be 1 plus. It should be up to 6, I believe.
Okay. How many I can see all of them, right? I'm in the entrance. I can see the one inside and the one.
You see the one inside, and you see there are also. I mean, there's a handful out in the. Who did we lose?
Me, I'm having a.
Okay, you see You see 5 that are in the middle of the stadium.
Okay. Could I choose all 6 of them then?
Is there a range on it?
60 feet.
60 feet. The ones in the center are too far away from you.
Okay. Well, I'll just do it in the one in front of me.
Alright. Alright, so what's the save?
The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw against your savagery DC, or become frightened of you until the end of the next turn.
Alright, so your DC, it should be, I believe, if you look in the spell book section, I know it's technically not a spell, but that DC next to wisdom.
17.
Okay, yeah. So that's like the target number I need to reach in order to not be affected by that. So /R 1 D20. So, that was a natural 1. So you immediately just hulk out in front of this Rakshasa, a much bigger animal. So yeah, you immediately just like step back a bit. Even this infernal creature just like, what the fuck did I just do? And just steps back, and their claws at the ready are just ready to go are ready to defend themselves, but are definitely off kilter.
And should I describe what I look like?
Oh yeah, what does your wear shape look like?
Okay, so as long as I'm able to speak, not necessarily in D&D terms, it looks like something from Bloodborne, if any of you guys have ever played Bloodborne. It is not your typical werewolf. It is very tall, gangly, and thin, with long-limbed, very large hands. It almost has the fur like Bloodborne, where it's just kind of like really long and floaty. And when I transform, my eye patch is now gone, and you can see that I have a red dragon mark, aberrant dragon mark, over my left eye. I am around 8 feet tall, hunched over, but when I fully extend, I'm around 10 feet tall. I am a large creature and quite deadly, with lots of sharp, pointy fangs and claws. And yeah, I think that's it.
All right. So, what's your action?
So Grim Visage doesn't count as an action, right?
No, it's part of the shift.
Okay. I can't attack for one action, right? Can't do a bonus unless I've already attacked.
No, you just have the one. You have so essentially 2 action points you get to spend, and that's like the max.
Okay, so I'll attack.
All right.
Let me. Okay, everything's organized now.
Yeah, there you go.
26.
There you go. Hits.
And then I'm fairly certain that 11.
All right, 11. Don't forget the ferocity.
That. Oh yeah, that's right. Nope, don't do that. 2, 13.
All right, so you slash across their front, and they immediately just like step back. They were not expecting this. They, like, you immediately tell that it seems like they were just here to keep things quiet about the progeny being dead up until like the big show was gonna happen, but they didn't expect this kind of resistance. At least.
Well, hey, at least the more teams die, the more names we have access to, so...
Hell yeah.
I just killed your one-shot characters.
And another question I have, don't I swing both hands, or is that for...
Yeah, you get another.
Oh, I get another, okay.
Yeah, because you have extra attack.
And this one is without ferocity. An 11.
What? Alright,
roll to hit on the second one rather than just damage.
Yeah, you have to roll to hit again. For each separate attack, it's to hit, yeah.
Okay. 16.
You just barely miss.
Great.
So they managed to dodge this strike this time, pairing your claws with their own, even though their paws are much smaller.
Are we still doing old AC?
What?
Old AC?
No, we're doing the defense ranges. Even the enemies have defense ranges.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So they parry, almost like jamming their claws into the middle of your like paw and just throwing it to the side. Not enough to hurt you, but just redirect you. And so, with each of you having taken your small exertions, you see as Mordekash takes a step forth, he just announces as you watch the one Rakshasa in front of you, a Sonder, looks at you and says, "You might want to listen to this," and just goes to back up and like get out of dodge. So are you?
I plug my ears.
You gonna let him back out?
No, I'm gonna kill him.
So you're gonna go for an opportunity attack?
Yep.
Alright. Well then, yeah, seeing that you're doing that, they're gonna disengage and just... You see, they take a few steps and then go invisible.
Okay.
And just... and you see, right after the... right as the Tenacity are butchered, you're watching, like, some of them are still, like, alive as Mordekash steps forward to make his announcement. And you watch as the other Rakshasa, the one who's hooded and standing, like, right next to Mordekash, they appeared out of the illusion of, like, the mage, and are now, they seem to be focusing on whatever this cage is that is holding in Arik.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the others, the Zakya Rakshasa, are now seemingly genuinely butchering the Tenacity. As you see, they start raising heads as Mordekash just shouts out to all of you. Well, it has been interesting, to say the least, watching all of you for so long, waiting for this very moment to tell you that we never left. And if any of you are doing anything in the middle of this little speech, let me know. But if not, they're just standing
I'm looking
there.
for my paper thing. My paper friend.
Yes, my ass, Mordekash.
You look
Howard.
around. Make an investigation check.
Oh shit.
And I get advantage for investigation while I'm whatchamacallit,
For like
right?
smelling.
I can smell paper, right? Paper's got to smell.
Am I still climbing?
No, you're down. So you're right by Sonder, but you just see a giant werewolf.
Oh, well, god damn it, I want to go back up now. And I have the sunbeam ready.
You look around and you see it buried in the sand. Yeah, you see the paper, and like the paper unfolded in the sand, and inscribed on it is just onomatopoeias of just screaming. And you see, like, please no, or just let me go, we won't tell anybody, etc. Give me a second, I need to put my headset to charge. Eliza, where'd you move my chair?
What did I do? I didn't move anything, I moved.
You moved things. I didn't move anything, I just moved things.
But I didn't move your charge. He's always like, Eliza, why do you move stuff? And every time he's like, why do you move stuff?
And I lied,
didn't
we
move
probably
anything.
won't do this combat today,
And I moved like everything.
but we'll get...
Yeah, I was gonna say starting.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Seems like
we,
it's
we
gonna-
definitely
Yeah,
won't get
yeah.
into it today.
When are we
But-
playing again?
Whenever you guys are free. I mean, Juan, after we end this, we'll talk about we can talk about just in general the like your
literally just
your
Tuesday and-
scheduling stuff.
Literally just not Tuesday or Thursday, maybe.
Okay.
After 7, always. But just like midday, you won't catch me online, probably.
For free. Yeah, okay. So yeah, and in general sessions are going to be a little shorter. Like we're not even at 3 hours yet, which is I mean, a lot shorter
good
than we
for us.
usually do. What?
That's good for us. That's a new record for us.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I feel like we've gotten more done.
Cool.
It's a smaller group. Either
Tell
way.
Matt that Ralrut's goal is to kick ass and take name.
Tell them I
I'm all out of
And Mordekash just continues on. We never left.
Were
And
they fucking
now
invisible the entire time following us?
we are going to bring back those who yours sealed away. And you see immediately Mordekash turns over to you, Bramgrim, as you see Rakshasa begin to step out in the like stands as people start like trying to leave. You see immediately like civilians try running out and just get clotheslined by blades as Rakshasa are starting to make their way into the crowd and are just cutting through people. But
Well, you know what time it is.
the Revelry members start striking back, and Sonder, you see as Bramgrim grabs the empty hilt, you see just dark necrotic energy shape out in the shape of just a blade, and where he had some golden scales still left, they all become dark shadowy as soon as that blade comes out.
Just point the blade at him.
And you see he raises his own very large blade towards you, he says, and he just grins as you watch the rest of the revelry seems to be they're also keeping their eyes on the situation and are also seemingly I mean, I don't want to exactly say what they're doing since it hasn't happened yet, but you see that the other Rakshasa who's holding up this spell on Arik seems to go over and become preoccupied with the other half of the revelry.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we gonna do like one giant session, like to end it off before we split? Or like just finishing this combat? But I don't know.
I mean, okay. I mean, if other teams going to preoccupy themselves with the spell people, spell Rakshasa, then I think me and Bramgrim could focus on Mordekash and probably die.
What about me?
Hey, we can. All we have to do is stall for enough time for them to break open the cage or whatever, and then Arik can destroy them.
True.
Sure. That'll definitely.
Stall for time.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
it.
And you see Mordekash goes to Mordekash looks at you, Bramgrim, raising his sword, and just sheathes it again and chuckles. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this some kind of possession? Because I can't be possessed.
Oh yeah, I'll do it on oh yeah, then this would be strength.
Okay.
Bruh.
Strength.
Dude, it's just sliding. It's not even rolling. This shit's so gay.
You see, you feel yourself almost lock up, as it's almost like there's a shell around you, and the shell is moving contrary to how you want to, as you feel the shadowy scales covering your body almost start moving on their own, as you hear in the back of your head the voice of the Dawn Slicer just say to you, I told you it wouldn't be so easy to deny me my pound of flesh. As you just begin to walk forward towards Mordekash.
I swear to God, I'm gonna eat the crystal right now if you don't do something about it.
Fucking hell. No, I don't want to do this.
And at this
And
point,
then I use Sunbeam.
yeah. What are the rest?
What does Ralrut see?
Right when he said
Ralrut, you see, Bramgrim get like ready for a fight, and then his body and he just starts walking towards, like lowering his blade, but it's still on, walking towards Mordekash.
and I'm like, Sunbeam, Sunbeam, Sunbeam.
I'm gonna put my Ethel right next to Mordekash and see what happens.
They're too far from you right now.
Prep for combat.
It's a 60-foot long line.
Yeah, where am I?
Bramgrim, I swear to God, if you fuck me in the end, bro, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
and
trading right here.
so as he begins to walk forward, just a line of Rakshasa begin to make their way towards you, Ralrut, in between, like, they seem to be, this almost seems coordinated. They make their way over to you and just start blocking your path, but you watch as some of the other Vanguard groups jump down and meet them in the middle, sort of distracting the Rakshasa. Not necessarily distracting, but fighting them off, as you see Viscera as one of the people in the front line slices their arm with their sword as it bursts into flames, and they look back to you. Alright, asshole, you'll know my name now. Go stop him.
Fuck me. Alright, I make my way towards Bramgrim /
And you see-
Mordekash.
You go to make your way around, and as just a lot of you are starting to like converge on Mordekash, you see the other half of the Revelry is seemingly no longer there. Just out of your peripheral vision, you see the one spellcasting Rakshasa shoots off out of the Colosseum and is being chased by the other half of the Revelry, and you guys watch as Mordekash almost takes Bramgrim like over the shoulder and begins sprinting with him out of the Colosseum in the same direction.
Hell no. Hell no. Can I sentinel?
You're not close enough.
Sunbeam.
So at this point, you see the Mordekash and Bramgrim are together. Bramgrim's like holding hands with Mordekash, like. But you see Mordekash and Bramgrim. Unless you have something that's like 150 feet range.
Insect plague, 300 feet.
Oh, it does have 300
Wall of
feet.
thorns, 120 feet. Which one do you fucking want?
It would
bro?
need at least 150.
Oh, 150.
And they're running. So if you were to put that down, they would just run out of it really
Well,
quickly.
fuck you. Well, how about I put it so that they run into it?
I mean, you just know.
You know, I'm still here too, right? I'm gonna be pulled through it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but you're pretty dense.
Yeah, so you see.
As long as I can slow you down.
From what you guys can see, so are you guys in pursuit?
Can I use my insect
I'm
point?
gonna pursue them. Fuck.
Yeah. All right. And give me a second. I'm getting used to these new, having all these bots.
Pursuing.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a chance to try to save
Can I
them.
dimension door to them? And then cast Sunbeam.
You're gonna dimension door over to them?
Yes. In front of them.
Well, at this point,
500 feet in front of them.
500 feet in front of them.
Yes.
So at this point, just all-out combat has broken out in the entire arena, from what you can tell.
Morgarax, if you're gonna help me out, help me out.
Keep in mind, they're running away from you, so you're not sure how well you'll be able to like consistently hit these shots while you guys are like chasing them. So just
Well, I'll just go and
be mindful.
in front of them,
What?
and then just cast another spell.
Yeah, I'm just saying, be mindful. You like this is one of your big ones, so you're not sure if like now's the time. What? Yeah. So you see, as you guys follow up in pursuit, you just see as you and the other half of the Revelry are seemingly being led by both Rakshasa back to the Vanguard HQ.
Because then I could cast Entangle.
Alright, if Mordekash could hear me, I'm like, face me, you coward.
And at this point, you're continuously like, and you see Mordekash, he's running. That it almost seems his running almost seems unnatural. Like he's extremely fast, yes, but it almost seems like just he's almost feigning like putting in effort.
Did I like struggle at all?
Yeah, make another strength save.
Ugh, it's not gonna be good, dude. Woo! 21.
Let's go.
21. You manage to pull back, and Mordekash sees this, and he says, "Oh, I don't know about that." And he's just gonna try grappling you.
Hey, stall! I'm going, Bramgrim!
So
no.
make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Alex, once I'm in range, I'm gonna shoot all my shots into Mordekash, man.
Yeah, at this
19.
point, he's dragging you. Like you've managed to. Okay, yeah. So you gain back control. Is there anything you're doing in the instant you gain back control?
I'm down. I'm down. I'm coming, baby.
Because you feel while this necrotic energy is going, it's actively trying to pull you. Like it's trying to activate.
I'm gonna. Oh shit! I don't know.
Yeah, and you could tell. You felt this force from the scales start the instant you like got the sword out.
I'm gonna turn off the sword, I guess. Deactivate it.
Yeah, you turn off the sword and just try putting it to your side, and it just like howls at you as you sheath it. But now Mordekash is just dragging you.
I'm dimension dooring 30 feet behind them.
How far am I from
15
them?
feet behind them, just in case.
Okay,
Alex.
so you like catch up, so mark off the spell slot. What?
How far am I?
You're catching up. You're around 20. You're around 25 feet behind Mordekash and Bramgrim.
That's fine.
And
I'm gonna unload every single charge of Thunder Fury.
Can I cast Enlarge on myself?
every single charge of the Thunderbird
Yes.
at who?
Huh?
Can I cast Enlarge on myself and like throw myself off to the side? The add weight.
Oh well, hold on. Give me. So Ralrut, who are you targeting? Because from what you can see, because Bramgrim has gained back partial control at this point, so your shot would go through both of them.
Hey, you know, there is a line that Doctor Strange said. Your sacrifice means much more.
Listen, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying he is full health and he is gonna have a larger health pool than I do.
Fine.
I would understand if he was
Fine.
in HP.
Fine.
No, if
Okay,
you
you know
want to
what?
do it.
No. Okay.
Yeah, we're
I'll
going
summon my
over.
echo. I'll summon my echo.
Is there an order?
I'll summon my echo. Put it in front of.
Particularly, it's-
Try to get as close as Mordecai, and I'll just yell out to Bramgrim, "Be my shield." You know. Hey, Anna. See, shield hero reference right there. Be my shield, Bramgrim. And I'm just gonna go ham. I'm just gonna go ham on him.
Oh, you're gonna start attacking Mordekash?
Yeah, with echo. Because I'm
Alright, make an attack roll.
I 3 times, right?
Yeah, 3 times. Sonder, what are you doing? You're just also in pursuit, I'd assume?
I'll read
You're muted. I can't hear you. It's weird. You're unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Right. So
Yeah, something's up with your mic, I think.
does a 25 hit, 24, and then a 21?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't hear you. It's weird.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, there. I heard you for a bit as you were moving the cable.
Hello? It's saying
There
I'm
you go.
making noise.
Yeah, I can hear you. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, so what was the first roll?
Right. So it's a 25, 24, and the 21.
Shield. They all miss. You watch as you go to hit.
That's what happened.
You just see just a bubble of hellish flame just knocks back all 3 attacks.
Fine.
So yeah, just all of it gets knocked back. Yeah, Sonder.
My question
Mhm.
is, a bunch of my items are missing from my inventory now, which I just noticed. However, how far away am I from everyone? Because I'm still in that room, right?
Well, no, I assume you would have began in pursuit behind Ethel and everything.
Okay, well,
And you're particularly fast, so you're right up with
Yeah.
even with her teleport, you're right up with next to Ethel, like 15 feet behind this fucking burning Rakshasa.
okay. And this burning Rakshasa is is this who everyone else is attacking?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would first. I have 4 actions, correct?
4 action points, yeah.
Okay, I would like to use a charge of my flame hands from the necklace that I can no longer see. That's 1 action, correct?
No, yeah, 1 action point.
And then
Your hands
can
burst
I?
into flames.
I'm charging more than 20 feet towards them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'd like to make an attack roll with Feral Charge, see if I can knock them over.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 2 attack rolls for the double attack.
Wait, Alex, I forgot. Didn't I hit it within the EC at least?
Oh yeah, so you can roll damage, but it's gonna be reduced. Both of those are grazing hits.
Okay. And then I roll damage twice. And then that's the ferocity and then the fire damage. I need to add on to that one. Roll 1d4 plus 1d4. So what was that?
1d4 plus 1d4. So the fire
15.
damage as you strike, the fire damage doesn't seem to do anything.
That's 1 point.
Okay, so the fire damage doesn't seem to do anything. Just at all. Like, it's not
They
less,
absorb?
it's nothing. And then he has a high enough reduction to that damage is completely negated.
All of my physical damage?
With that shield that he shot
Okay.
up, his defense classes went up. Like, so...
And then for my second one?
Depending on what you roll, you will either deal 1 or 0 points of damage.
I was like,
Are you talking to Oliver? No way.
7.
Oh,
And
what
then
was the first day?
The first one... Oh, wait.
Okay, you deal
Okay.
0.
Yeah. Great. Because I don't
What
have a
about my
crossbow
damage?
for the second one. And the
Yeah,
fire's
he
not gonna
just
do anything.
while that shield is up, you see his defenses are much higher.
Great.
Actually, oh no, my bad. So you would have dealt 5 and 5. Actually,
So 10 points of damage against him.
total, yeah. And then for
Okay.
you, Ralrut, what was it?
I DM'd it.
I still have one action. Can I use that as a bonus action to try and hide? And see if I can get an advantage on the next one?
Sure, but where would you be hiding?
Could I smash the dusty gladiator pit floor and try and raise a dust cloud up and then hide in that?
You're no. At this point, you guys aren't in the Coliseum anymore. You're running down the streets, seemingly straight
Okay.
towards the Vanguard HQ.
Okay.
What were the attack rolls, like totals one? Oh, they were all grazing hit.
25. Yeah, you said all of them were grazing.
All right.
25, 24, and 21.
All right, yeah. So that's that one is reduced by. You do 12 with the first one. And then, hold on, give me a second. My brain hurty. 9 with the second. And then,
Okay.
only 14 with the last one. What? Yeah, we're gonna end right up in a tiny bit.
Oh, my turn.
Alright. Yeah, Ethel, your turn.
Okay, light. On the Rakshasa carrying Joy.
Alright. Make. What's the save? Con, I'd assume.
For a second I lost it.
With my last point, can I try and... If I can't hide anywhere directly near them...
Right now, okay?
You can make
we
another
never-
strike
My turn. What's your turn?
if you'd like.
Which thing?
Oh, I just never used my last point. I was...
Yeah, it's a
I'd
little weird.
assume
Right?
that
Because
last
there's
point
no
is you
real
moving.
turns.
Yeah,
What
that
was
last
that?
point is you. I'd assume that last point is you moving. Could like continuing to chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little different than
So
how
roll
it's gonna be in
damage,
combat.
What'd
Just
you
there, it's
This
we
is
haven't
like
rolled.
this is like pseudo initiative. I'm just sort of.
It's con 17.
Yeah. Okay. So roll damage. They succeeded.
They succeeded?
Yeah.
Bro, why can't I find this? I'm just gonna go blank. Can I roll it by hand? I'm just kidding. No grass yet.
So
42?
so they take half. So 21, and then it also just doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd expect. So he only takes 10 points of necrotic damage.
What a shitter.
Wait, Alex, what was my research on the Rakshasa? I know you told me that they are vulnerable to magical weapons, right?
It seems some kind of like there's a lot of like just religious dogma about like the piercing strike of a truly good person will strike these fiends
We're all
down, and
assholes, though, so this
just
doesn't
the
help.
divine energy of the gods will smite these creatures and so on. You're not sure what's just bullshit and what's real, but you guys continue on this chase until eventually Mordekash just lets Mordekash actually just lets go of Bramgrim and just throws you to the side, and then like at the gates of the Vanguard HQ, just like
Before he reaches the Vanguard HQ, I want to try to sentinel him.
go for it, make an attack roll.
I have a question again. I intended to do like a feral charge. Wouldn't you have had to make a strength DC to see if you got knocked over
Oh yeah, let me
earlier?
see.
It's a 13, man. I doubt a Grace is gonna do it.
No, it completely misses. The strength check 31.
So he's fine.
Yeah. So
Great.
he turns his back and he looks at all of you and he says, and he just sort of chuckles. You see, he has taken not a ton of damage, but he's taken some damage, and he's just looking over all of you and he just says, It is going to be so fun burning this place to the ground. And you see he just walks back and charges into the Vanguard HQ.
Can I try to sentinel him there?
Well, he's got a bit of distance on you. He's intentionally trying to keep some distance.
Well, like, I don't know, before he started running away, because, what's it called?
Yeah, you just took one.
Oh.
Yeah. So, he goes
Can I empty all my Thunderbeard attacks?
He is just standing there.
Okay, I'm gonna empty everything.
Alright. What's the save?
A lot. Let's see. Halberd 1d6.
Yeah, what's
DC it's a DC 15, bro.
Bruh.
Oh, plus 1d6 lightning damage for each charge you expend. Successful. Unsuccessful creature takes half as much piercing and lightning damage.
Yeah, 16.
I'm just gonna do this because it has been a while. Remember what happens when you use all your charges.
Yeah, I have. If I roll a 1, then it gets destroyed.
Yeah, so roll a d20. Hold on. And I will say, you're right next to Ethel.
It's a 16. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. So you blast off and just... You see, Sonder. He levels his halberd, and you see he pulls out of his bag a crossbow bolt and sort of pushes it somewhere into the side of the hilt. And you watch electricity. There's always... Seems to be like it's electrified. But you watch as the electricity builds up in the back, and you just hear it... And you watch just a blast as the crossbow bolt shoots out of the front. Almost a lightning bolt comes out of the tip of this halberd and shoots straight towards Mordekash, who succeeds on his save.
Okay. Well, so, actually, before I shoot it, I'm like, burn this motherfucker, and then gotta have that one liner. Well, let's see. Oh. 1d6 for every charge, so that's 10 charges.
So 11d6.
1, 2, 3, 5. 40 damage, so it takes 20.
Alright. So the strike shoots by. It grazes just the side of his face, but you watch, it like slices past, and the flesh, like, it almost just... more so just scrapes and sort of tears a bit as opposed to completely just blasting through. And he sort of just snarls and just goes to run back into the HQ. And so, are you guys gonna pursue?
Next
I'm gonna tell Bramgrim, just get out of here, man. I don't know.
Listen, I'm not leaving.
Fuck, we have the crystal, son of a bitch. Where's Morvarax?
And you see at this point, ahead of you guys, the Revelry, the other half of the Revelry had already gone in. Behind the other Rakshasa. And
okay, then.
At this point, they were following a Rakshasa, and now another one's running in. Mordekash is running in behind them.
Yo.
It's a trap.
We can't leave them alone, though.
But it's a trap.
To have them talk or make their way to Morvarax and tell him what's up.
Well, there aren't any right next to you right now.
What do you mean? I'm sure there's moss in the grass.
Okay, Bramgrim, what's inside the temple that's so important? Because it's obviously a trap.
Our friends.
Fuck. You can't let them have the crystal.
You just did some emotional speech to Zelgren. Are you gonna let your only friend die? Or your first friend die?
Yes.
Oh, God.
We put the crystal in the eldritch scarf I have and tie it somewhere up high that they wouldn't expect that.
You don't understand the crystal's aura.
I'll be honest, us having it, it's pretty much like a beacon.
It really is. What do we do? What do we do?
You don't truly
It's a
love
trap.
something until you can let it go. Get rid of your old friend.
Just let the other half die?
What are we gonna name ourselves if we just run away?
The
Vanguard.
We don't have to worry
Runners.
about. We don't have to worry about a name if there's no Vanguard.
Yeah,
So-
good question.
It's
Good
spelled
point.
doom if Mordecai were to get the stone, and he's obviously goading us to go inside the building. It literally spelled doom for the entire country. We cannot go
Listen,
inside.
if it comes down to it, and he's about to get his hands on the stone, I'll deal with it.
We. Ethel, what's the most destructive what's the most destructive spell you got?
I have cure wounds. I have
Destructive.
It's for sure Sunbeam.
Sunbeam. However, I kind of sort of used my 6th level spell slot.
On what?
I don't remember.
You haven't used
Teleport?
it. No, that's 4th level.
On Blight, I used 6th level Blight.
Oh. Okay.
Oopsies. I'm sleeping. I have a 5th level Blight. I have a 5th level Wrath of Nature. That's pretty vicious. I have an insect.
You're telling me you unlock 6th level spells, and the first thing you do is upcast a 5th level spell.
You know what we do? You know what we do?
I have a.
Ethel. Ethel.
Yeah. I have.
Do
Call
you, still,
Lightning.
do you still have the cage? Do you still have the cage for the box?
Do I?
For the crystal?
I do.
We go back and try and free the guy
Okay,
he was.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
Shut up.
Bramgrim, you cage it up. We give it to Ethel, and she puts it in her many pockets, and then she flies away or something. And then Ethel gives you a fake crystal, and you pocket it. And even if we were to get captured and die,
I will
at least
say,
the crystal's safe
At
with
this
Ethel.
point, you hear like the sounds of spells going off and combat inside the
Son of a
HQ
bitch, let's just go inside.
Like,
Well,
it's-
can I just take it in Dimension Door?
for a bit at this point.
Listen, worst case, you grab it and Dimension Door out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, fine. Do that. Let's go then.
All right.
I'm gonna grab it with my hands.
All right. As the 4 of you go to charge into the Vanguard HQ, that's where we're gonna end our session.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys know the plan now. You guys know the plan.
I'm going to bed. We're playing early tomorrow morning, guys. Make sure you eat your Wheaties.
Yeah, we're playing it as soon as all of you wake up.
Yeah, fucking 5 a.m.
I'll be at your house, literally for you two.
I'll still be up by then.
You'll still be here before and after.
Joey, do you like my one-liner? Huh? You like him? You like him?
Yeah, I hope you realize if it comes down and I'm 1 HP and I'm about to die, I'm gonna swallow the crystal.
Bro, what's that gonna do?
Just
Yumby.
Ah.
I will
Becomes like
say,
an actual dragon.
with the attunement
Have, like,
rules,
shards
that
and stuff.
item is just 2 action points. Just attunement.
Would it still exist inside his body then? Would it get digested?
We don't
Or you
find
know
out
what?
until
You know what we do?
die.
I'm some weird core of a sword. We'll see what happens. I might get corrupted. I might get taken over. But hey,
That's
You guys
just
like
a
my
theory.
you guys like my plan though?
A
My plan I feel like my plan was
theory.
pretty big brain.
Which plan?
Gotta
You know.
gotta use the crystal as a kyber crystal, make a lightsaber out of it.
yeah.
I thought it was called a Kyber crystal.
I think it is called. It's a Kyber shard.
Also, my plan was to dupe Mordecai. So
guess
you know, we
just-
give the real crystal to Ethel, and then she just like flies away or something.
Or
Um,
Ethel eats the crystal.
So you're telling me this almighty being that can definitely sense the aura from the crystal is gonna believe us when we show him a rock?
No, but it'll buy time.
Have a disguise kit, kind of disguise the rock as the crystal.
Can you disguise an aura? Can you make a fake aura?
I'm good at
We
disguising. I
just
think.
tape like red streamers to it. We're like, bro, I swear it's the same thing.
Right. Well,
Stay hydrated.
either
Juan.
way, my Discord's shitting out again, so just take this opportunity to
Oh, yeah, we're
end
all
the
loading on
recording,
this screen right
and
now.
I will see you guys whenever the hell we decide to play next.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Tomorrow.
But, Oliver, I hope
Not
this was
tomorrow.
a fun first session part of the group.
Oliver was like it was horrible.
Joey, I did the shield hero reference for you. You like that?
Juan
Well,
is trying
I'll
so
see
hard
you
with this
guys.
presentation.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Peace.